It's me. You all know who I am. I think. If you don't, hi. I'm Official Pun Guy. It is my job to stream this series where I read everything and forget that I did it. Now, hey! Good morning! And as you can see, I have new sub notifications. We're only going to get to see them rarely when my... who am I? Who are any of us, really? Anyway, welcome to A Realm Reread, again. Guess what? I forgot some shit. If you tuned in last time, you know that my plan initially was the next stream was going to be COILS, the COILS of Bahamut. The problem with this idea... Oh yeah, now we get to see it again. There's a different version. The problem is that, well, in order to do COILS, what we have to do is we have to do all of the, you know, we have to do all of the fucking hard mode primals, and I forgot about that, so that's what we're going to do today. Initially, my plan was to just kind of, like, record them off stream and then just upload it as a separate video. But then I remembered that by the time that this day rolled around, I would have gotten enough reputation with the beast tribes in order to rank up. So we're probably going to weave in a couple of the rank up quests as well. I don't think we're going to do too much else in terms of the other quests that are available, just because I want to try and keep this stream a little bit shorter to conserve my energy for Thursday. But, you know, there's a couple of things that we can go through right now. Just for example, I have so many pictures of the various other quests of the beast tribes that have popped up whilst I have been doing the rank ups, and of course I have taken pictures of all of them. I think I will go through them right now. I just decided this now because I want to dedicate as much time to COILS and COILS specifically when we get COILS. So I don't want to have any or too much sidetracking. If we do get sidetracked in the COILS episode, hopefully it's going to be after we're done. But in the meantime, let me pop open this here. So, the first thing that we have to read is A Grateful Response with the Sahagin. Few wishes you to raid the raiders. The piracy of the Coral Tridents continues unabated. They have struck another trading vessel. The merchantman's captain and crew were able to escape in a landing skiff, but they were forced to abandon their ship and its cargo to their attackers. I am of a mind to see this cargo return to the shorewalkers. Perhaps it is time you practiced a little piracy of your own. Speak with Pa and borrow an Elbst. His sea beast will soon catch up to your burdened target. And when you talk to Pa, he goes, the captured merchantman, my Elbst, will have you snapping at its rudder before you've settled in the saddle. After you get there and kill them and take their shit, Shorewalker, were you able to steal back the cargo? We sure were. You got cargo crates, which is a caulked wooden box filled with exotic spices. Nice caulk. Thank you, we will deliver these crates ourselves. The crew of the merchantman may be alarmed by our appearance, but we must make an effort to teach them that not all Sahagin desire conflict and chaos. And then, because of course these are all in alphabetical order, we have Arms of the U with the Amalja. Fibub Ga wishes to salvage the honor taken from his people. The Brotherhood of Ash strives to return our people to the self-same glory our ancestors once knew. The fallen Amalja, however, grind our honor into the dust with every misguided and ignoble step they take. They swagger about like spoiled children, carrying weapons stripped from the Mikote captives as if they were hard-won trophies of war, when in fact they are not but the garish reminders of craven ambushes and common pillaging. It is said that the arms of the Yu tribe are passed down from one generation to the next, that these weapons are revered as highly as the teachings of their ancestors. Though we of the Brotherhood follow a different path, it is anathema to us that the honor of the Mikote should be so spat upon. These Amalja brigands and scavengers have not earned the right to their spoils. Search their camps and reclaim all there is to be found, and when you have picked their caches clean, recover the rest from their bloody corpses. Have you returned with the arms of the Yu tribe? And yes, we get ranger weapons, a collection of traditional weapons used by rangers of the Yu tribe. Hunter's spear, a traditional hunter's weapon used by rangers of the Yu tribe, and a stalker's bow, a traditional hunter's weapon used by the rangers of the Yu tribe. Yes, the weapons of the Mikote are distinct from any the Amalja would craft. I will return these treasures to their Forgotten Springs heirs and salvage some measure of honor for my people. Honored ally, once more you show a true warrior spirit. Words are as wind, but your deeds mark your path into greatness. We also have a fate. I got some fates in here. So this is Book of Pride, which I believe is in probably southern Thanalan, if I had to guess. Yep, it sure is. Bibi Reze Greysteel and his men believed they could defeat Ifrit. They were wrong, and their hubris cost them their minds. The Tempered Heroes now wander the desert of southern Thanalan, doing the Lord of the Inferno's bidding. Free these lost souls to the life stream. And then there's Borderline Slaughter for the Amalja once again. Fibub-Ga wishes you to make an example of some encroaching scouts. The shadows of Zaharak scouts fall upon the boundaries of the Ring of Ash. Though they probe for a weakness in our defense, they will find that the wall of the Brotherhood stands solid against their incursions. We shall teach these incautious fools what swift and final judgment awaits any who seek to seize the lizard's tail. Go forth, honored ally, and cut short the reconnaissance efforts of the Amalja thaumaturges and lancers that you find. When their brethren spy the carcasses strewn across the approaches to the Zanrak, they shall know that the borders of the Brotherhood are not to be lightly tested. Once you kill them, your measured violence has been witnessed, honored ally. Already the Zaharak, I always get those two confused, they're too similar. Cravens eye the horizon with mounting fear. But we will not seek to harry them too far. That may serve to stiffen their resolve. No, first we allow the terror to take root and grow. Then we have Breaking Dawn, which is an East Shroud fate. Tempered Sylphs have prepared a feast for Daxio of the Dawn, a powerful weaver of spells who uses milk root, which is like weed, to like the drug weed, not like the type of plant weed. I'm talking like weed. To conjure visions of the future. Hey, Piop, if you're here, could you kill that guy in chat, please? Thank you. If not, I can do it. Conjure visions of the future. The revelry must be stopped lest the sylphs defile the sacred forest and anger the elementals. And then we have Enemy at the Tide Gates for the Sahagin. Thank you, Piop. Few wishes to recruit you for a spot of sabotage. The territories of the Sahagin and the Shorewalkers are firmly divided by the north and south tide gates. If my kin ever hope to expand their hold on this land, they will need to bring those towering walls crashing down. This is, in fact, the first and most crucial objective for the Coral Tridents. Thus, they have developed a new kind of... what is the Shorewalker word? Ballista. There are giant shellfish that subdue their prey with shocking bolts of energy, and the Tridents have used foul sorcery to warp these creatures into devastating siege weapons. They have already transported a number of these weapons to the land base and plan to commence a full-scale assault. You must destroy the ballistas before they are put into position. Naturally, the Tridents will not so easily surrender their new toys. Do what you must, but we cannot allow them to realize their short-sighted ambitions. And then after you come back, fine work, Finless One. The Tide Gates are safe from the Tridents for the time being. Those foolish warmongers understand not what they seek to destroy. While those barriers are in place, neither side can commit their full forces, leaving us free to complete the cultivation of our spawning grounds. Progress towards peace will come at a trickle, not a sudden flood. For now, we must preserve anything that keeps our peoples at a comfortable distance. And fighting fire sand with fire with the Amalja. Fibub-Ga is incensed at the dishonorable tactics of his enemies. The honorless snakes of Zaharak care not for the righteous glories of battle. They would sooner injure their foes with cowardly traps than risk an equal confrontation. Also, hi, Gecko. The traps of which I speak often make use of barrels stuffed with fire sand, a substance with, when ignited in sufficient quantities, can launch a merchant's wagon 2 full spear lengths into the air. The victims of such shameful tactics are left dazed and vulnerable, if not slain outright. Does your blood not seethe at the thought? Then I task you with removing the source of this ignominy, the fire sand itself. But I would not have you risk life and limb in its destruction. By the bridge to the west of here, one of our brethren awaits you. He is a tamer of drakes, and has promised to lend you a creature from his stables to aid you in your noble efforts. And then when you talk to the Drake Whisperer, the animal type, not the musician. My brother Fibubga has told me of his plan. You will have command of one of my scaly children, and the fiery destruction she breathes. Climb onto her back, honored ally, and direct her to the barrels you wish to incinerate. Should you need to dismount, the Drake will return here to me. I will hold her in readiness until you are prepared to continue your mission. Now go, and bring ravenous fire to the servants of the flame. A dubious little creature. The beast is demonic in nature. The echoing reports of exploding barrels were as triumphant cries to my ears. I am afraid, however, that the loss of the fire sand will simply spur our enemy into even more shameless acts of cowardice. We must stand ready. Giddy for Gooboos. This is a Sylph quest. Tanaxia would introduce you to one of her best friends. These ones have many friends in the forest, but no better friend than mossy ones. Mossy ones are old ones, as old as the forest itself. Mossy ones are as big as trees and twice as strong. Mossy ones keep these ones safe. When mossy ones go ka-choo, touched ones become scared ones. Does walking one want to become friend with mossy ones too? Mossy ones look scary, but are gentle ones. Cheerful one in Lark's Call tends to mossy ones. If walking one wants to make friends with mossy ones, walking one should go there. And when you talk to the cheerful sylph, walking one, touched ones are trying to play tricks on these ones. Touched ones spread stinkweed all over these ones' forest. Walking one wants to make friends with mossy ones. This one is glad. Walking one should sit on top of mossy one, chase after touched ones. When mossy one goes ka-choo, touched ones become fast-flying ones, go flying back home. If walking one falls from mossy one, walking one should return to this one. Walking one will be riding one again. And then when you sneeze on the sylphs, stop it! This one just took a bath! Welcome back, friendly one. Walking one made friends with mossy one and scared away touched ones too? Walking one is becoming more and more like these ones every day. Be careful, or walking one might start sprouting wings. Tee! Or looking like an onion of some kind. Harder, bigger, faster, stronger. Oh, that's a shame. It's okay, Otaku. I'll be fine. This is another Southern Fanland fate. After years of experimentation, Amalja beast tamers have finally perfected a new breed of biologically augmented drakes and have moved... Oh, shit. I fucked it up. Moved to testing the creatures in the field. Use this opportunity to slay the war creatures before they are taken back to their cages. And ill-gotten gains. We're finally getting into the kobold quests, the real classics. 789th Order Dustman Bozu has an uncharacteristically eager glint in his eyes. Bozu has been a sluggard, a loafer, a slacker, a sluggard, but Bozu would be a sluggard no more. No more. Giku says that the 639th find shiny metals. Yes, the shiniest. Could this be true? The 639th was once as shabby as us. Ratty, scruffy, shabby. If the 639th can find shinies, then why not me? Yes, why not me? Bozu can strike it rich too. But I would know for certain, for true, for sure, for certain. You will go to the dig, yes? Bring back proof that the 639th accomplishments for Bozu. Yes, this you must do. And then when you come back, Adventurer brings back shinies, yes? From the 639th to Bozu. Got some high-grade electrum ore. That's a chest. A piece of electrum ore with no visible trace of impurities. See how it sparkles, shines, glimmers, sparkles. The 639th has dug up a fortune. Yes, they strike true. Surely they will not miss a shiny. No, not a shiny or two. Thank you, yes, thank you, adventurer. For today, wealth has also come to Bozu. Imperial Intruders. This is a sylph quest. Unwelcome visitors to the forest have Tonaxia ill at ease. Scary steel ones come to the forest, stomping flowers and snapping trees. The forest is no place for steel ones, but these ones have not the strength to face strong, scary steel ones. Will walking one chase off steel ones? This one can help. This one made stink bombs from Big Mouth one's stink juice. Any nose-having one will run away from the stink, this one is certain. Walking one must throw stink bomb at any steel one walking one sees, but be careful, strong steel ones may fight back. And she gives us Mortal Bile Bombs, a projectile weapon fashioned by the sylphs from Mortal Bile, mystically molded into a cylindrical shape. Each time I hear shiny, I keep thinking of Pokemon. You can't hear shinies anymore, remember? You can only see them for some reason. Anyway, when you hurl the Morble shit on the Imperials, they're like, seven hells, what is this stench? Did a Morble just empty its innards? I feel ill. And then the last one that you do it to always says shit like, ha, I drank swill worse than this last night. You'll not escape alive. And when you come back, steel ones are gone from forest. This one is besides oneself in gratitude. Steel one brought giant spiky one. This one has lost many friends to those ones. This one is frightened. This one is fortunate to have a strong friend like Walking One. Promise this one that Strong One will stay and keep these ones safe. Malodorous Mischief. This is once again another Sylph quest. Tanaxia is beside herself in giggling glee. This one might be this one's most ingenious trick ever. This one cannot wait to see Walking One's face when trick? This one says nothing of the sort. This one thinks Walking One's ears are the ones playing tricks. But perhaps Walking One could help this one gather some valuable ingredients, since Walking One seems to have free hands. This one requires 1 phial of Morble Bile, 1 rotten treant acorn, and 2 phials of Ziz Venom. The stinkier, the better. Why, Walking One asks? That is, a secret. Lark's Call is full of stinky ones. Walking One will find everything this one needs there. And then when you return, well, did Walking One find what this one needs from stinky ones? Got the Morble Bile. Stomach juices extracted from a Morble. Exudes a stench that would get the bearer arrested in at least 3 city-states. And there are only 3 city-states, after all. Rotting Acorn. A freshly picked treant acorn gives off a pleasant arboreal aroma. This one doesn't. Ziz Venom. Potent poison extracted from a fallen Ziz. A single whiff would suffice to set one's nostril hairs aflame. Perfect. Yes, this will be the stinkiest trick ever. Tee-hee-hee. Do not worry, Walking One. This one will not play it on Walking One, as long as Walking One keeps doing what this one says. Tee-hee. Misery loves company. This is a kobold quest. 789th Dustman Bozu will not stand for enterprise or ingenuity. No, he will not. Those cheats, tricksters, fraudsters, cheats! They must pay for this. Yes, pay they must, and pay they will. Who are they? The 639th is who. Once they were devoted to idleness and indolence as us. Yes, they were. Now they dig and dig for riches and the favor of Zoga. They use new rock eaters to open walls, find metal so shiny they would blind Bozu's eyes. A shameless display of effort. Brazen, flagrant, shameless. No, Bozu will not stand for this. I will teach them that hard work does not pay. I, meaning you. Yes, you and Bago. The 2 of you will know what to do. You talk to Bago. Bozu would make the 639th new rock eater go boom. So it is with Bozu. No respect for the work of others. No esteem, no regard, no respect. Bago does not like Bozu. No, not in the least. But he does like making things go boom. Yes, he does. Bago will give you the most potent of his beauties. Yes, he will. Place these fire rocks near the rock eater and let Bago's beauties do the rest. Oh, and remember to stand back. Far back. Or mayhap, maybe, possibly, maybe. You want to go boom too? Hee-hee-ha! Gives us some glowing coals, visibly burning coals that can be used to lead an advanced smart bomb to its target. And advanced smart bombs. Intelligent explosives designed by Bago. Even more accurate and explosive than the original models. The sound of digging of the digger going boom woke me from my nap. Never have I been happier to have my rest disturbed. Disrupted, interrupted, disturbed. Bozu bears no ill will for the 639th. No, not at all. I only wish for them to remember the merits of sluggardy. That's a weird word. Idleness, sloth, sluggardly. Is this so much to ask? Mother of all bombs, another kobold quest. 789th Order Dustman, Bozu is looking for an adventure to defuse a problem of burgeoning proportions. They're going to blow! Burst! Blast! Blow! Who? 3 of Bago's beauties. Yes, that is who. And not just any beauties. No, they are the mothers of all his beauties. Bago's very first creation. Bago spends too much time with his newest creations, and their mothers are not happy. No, not happy at all. They escape to Iron Lake, where they seethe with anger, fume, swell, seethe, and Bago is too smitten with his newfound lovelies to notice. You must cool their ire, yes, and bring their cores back to me. You bring them to me, and I bring them to Bago, that gentler beauties may be born. You return with the cores. Yes, yes, you do. Hey, Rue, thanks for starting your chain attack. Also, what do you mean you're watching with tilt controls? Like, do you switch from Chainsaw Man to the stream with tilt controls? Or you can keep your secrets, I don't care. Anyway, we got some bomb cores, a glowing Petrus mass that functions as the primary power source for a bomb. You have my gratitude, adventurer. My thanks, my appreciation, my gratitude. I'm watching with tilt controls. Excellent, thank you. The last time Bago's beauties escaped, they almost burned poor Bozu's nose off. Yes, yes, they did. Bozu thinks Bago has more beauties than he knows what to do with. Maybe these cores are better kept here. Yes, kept safe and quiet in the hands of Bozu. And finally, the last kobold quest, no such thing as a free lunch. 789th Order Dustman, Bozu wants his dinner, but he'll be damned if he's going to work for it. The unfairness, injustice, inequity, unfairness of it all. While the 789th goes famished, starving, hungry, famished, Zoga and his cronies feast. Feast on lunch pots. Bento! Yes, so packed with tasty treats that a single one could feed our entire dig for a week. Should Zoga and his hardworking cronies get all the rewards? No, 100 times no. Yes, our tummies are rumbling, grumbling, mumbling, rumbling as much as theirs. Why, I have a notion, a thought, a mind, a notion, to walk over to Iron Lake and snatch 1 or 3 for myself. But walking is hard work. Yes, and your legs are so much longer than mine. And when you get them... Do I smell what I think I smell? Yes, I believe I do. Lavish bento. A piping hot bento packed to the brim with kobold delicacies, distributed by Zoga to those who have served him well. Freshly plucked lava toad legs. Earthworms that still wiggle and squirm. This is more than a meal, it is a feast, a banquet, a spread, a feast for the senses. Does sampling the delights of his peers inspire Bozu to work harder? No, never. Why would it when I have long-legged friends like you? Fuck you, buddy. Now we have Not Who They Seem with the Sylphs. Tanaxia eyes you warily. Friendly One. Wait, is Friendly One really Friendly One? This one cannot trust anyone anymore. Why? Because touched ones have learned sneaky skin-changing spell. Sneaky ones change skin, then jump out and hurt these ones. This one is afraid to leave little solace. Friendly One does not hurt this one. Good, this one can trust Friendly One. Give Friendly One Sea-Boom. Sea-Boom will let Friendly One see through changed skin, see Sneaky One's sneaky selves. Friendly One will search for Sneaky Ones, yes? Bring an end to Sneaky One's sneaking? And several of the sneaky ones you encounter include a shifty codger. Oh, so this is Lark's Call, primeval home of the August Sylph. This one, this old man has never seen such beauty. A shifty crone. Greetings, walking adventurer. Would you be so kind as to show this old lady to little Solus? There's a suspicious object. You sense something is amiss. Yeah, then they give us the True Sight Scale Bombs. Crafted from butterfly scales and imbued with magic, this projectile will reveal the true form of that which it strikes. Oh, thank you, Friendly One. Maybe that will teach sneaky ones that these ones are not so easily fooled. This one has no doubt that touched ones are planning more sneakiness. Pray, do not leave these ones yet, Friendly One. And then we have a couple of other ones that can randomly appear as you do the quest, like this shifty youth. Ah, nothing like a wade in a forest stream. The crisp, cool water sends a moist, pleasant shiver up my wings. Spine. You sense something is amiss. Many weapons for sale have I. Stabby ones, slicey ones, pokey ones, prickly ones, says the shifty brute. Anyway, back to the Amalja with smothering instinct. Fibubga wishes to aid you in removing a blight from the land. Do you have the autistic tag because I'm here? No, I have it because I'm here. I don't have Dead Sylvie in these images, but I do have it. If you want me to bring it up, because I can, if you'd like. Also, why would I'm not sure why I would have the autistic tag for one of my viewers. Hey, look! Everybody look! My friend is playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Point and laugh! Anyway. Tell me, honored ally, have you seen the ominous beacons of the zealots of Zaharak flight across the land? These unnatural flames are talismans of foul sorcery that amplify the blessings of the Lord of the Inferno. You should clip that and send it to her instead. These symbols of servitude, of groveling weakness, cannot be allowed to taint the sacred domain of Zanarok a moment longer. If you truly wish to stand with us against our honorless kin, then I would ask your aid in extinguishing the beacons. Take with you this ash. It has been ritually prepared to fully smother the noxious fires of our foe. Be warned, however, that the beacons will not be unguarded. Our weakling brethren will be loath to surrender even a sliver of their undeserved might. And then the smothering ash is a sack of ash that has been ritually prepared for extinguishing flames of mystic origin. The land itself breathes easier in the absence of these foul flames. You continue to show yourself a worthy ally of the Brotherhood. Our despicable kin, however, will not long countenance the loss of their magnified blessings. All too soon, new beacons will be lit, and we shall be glad of your aid once more. Finally, we have just Sahagin stuff left, which with Spawning Ground Salvation. Few has news of an incident that could escalate the ongoing conflict with the Maelstrom. One of my spawn brothers has spied Coral Trident warriors gloating over a catch of Shorewalker soldiers. If they did not kill these captives outright, they mean to have them drowned. Ordinarily, I would not concern myself with the fate of a few finless fighters, but enslaving them to Lord Leviathan's will is sure to invite retaliation, and we do not need a squad of wrathful troops clanking through the middle of our spawning grounds. But we do need a random Transformers fact. Here we go. Let's see. What do we got here? We talked about that. Oh, yeah, here we go. This is a fun one. So one of the more recent Transformers shows is called Transformers Cyberverse. Good show. Had a good couple of seasons. It did some very interesting stuff. Was one of the first shows to canonize the character Tarn, which was really cool. But in the development of Cyberverse, a series of communication errors resulted in the Seeker Acid Storm, which is a kind of like a green-looking Starscream, being the first canonically gender-fluid Transformers character, because Acid Storm appears in a kind of feminine-looking Seeker body as well as a male-looking Seeker body at multiple points throughout the series, kind of switching between them randomly. So they accidentally made someone gender-fluid, and then when asked about it, they were just like, yeah, you know what, they're gender-fluid, whatever, let's just go with it. So, good job, Acid Storm. As it turns out, the gender fluid that everybody talks about is acid. Oh yeah, you can't send links, by the way. If you want to send a link, you should either DM it to me or DM it to one of my mods, aka Piop. And then Piop can do it. But anyway. Sounds good. Anyway, they slay some of ours, and we respond by slaying more of theirs. It achieves nothing. It would be best for all involved if you were to set the prisoners free, yes? The Tridents have posted sentries to guard the captives and keep watch for rescue parties. Each will likely have a key that fits but one set of manacles, all the better to prevent an easy escape. I suppose you might first try asking the guards to surrender their keys. And when they inevitably attack you, none can say they didn't deserve their fate. And when you politely ask the... You're talking with a couple of friends recently about Transformers, talked about RC mainly. Yep, that's always a good one to talk about. If I haven't already mentioned it to you, Gecko, the character Anode, Anode, is another good one, kind of in that same vein. Her and her girlfriend Lug are both very nice. Yes, her girlfriend's name is Lug. Don't worry about it. No, you may not have my key, Finless One. My spear, however, is yours for the taking. And then I killed them. An ally of our prisoners, then you shall share their fate as one of Lord Leviathan's thralls. And then I killed them. Surrender my key. You mocked the might of the Coral Tridents, Shorewalker. And then I killed them. Manacle keys, a small, unremarkable key of the kind commonly used to unlock the shackles of prisoners. And as you free the storm recruits, free. You'll be in my prayers tonight, this night, miss. Me thanks. Aye, now we can make a run for it. The Tridents howl and curse your finless hide, but you have saved the spawning grounds from a retaliatory strike. A strike that our warriors would then have felt the need to answer. And so it goes, back and forth, blood for blood. If we do not act to stop this madness, then who will? Taken. The Liam Neeson movie. This is also a Southern Thanalan fate. Several residents of Little Alamigo have been abducted by a party of tempered servants of Ifrit. Slay the assailants and save the victims before the Lord of Inferno adds new souls to his ever-growing army. And the Gale that Rocks the Cradle. This is an East Shroud fate. One sec. Sorry, I'm losing track of where I am. There we go. Pulxio, I think, Pulsio of the Short Gale is the stone-hearted sylph tasked with taking newly sprouted sylph bulbs away from the seedbeds for tempering. The first step in stopping a new generation of brainwashed sylphs from ruling the forest is to take Pulxio's life. And finally, we have Violence of the Clams with the Sahagin. This is the last one, I swear. Few seeks your aid in broadening the culinary horizons of his spawn brothers. There are many duties that occupy my time here in the nursery, not the least of which is keeping the hatchlings fed. And though there are many fish to be had in the nearby waters, it would be nice to expose my spawn brothers to what more of the sea has to offer. If you could head over to Moonshade Isle and gather an armful of white-cap clams, it would do much for your standing with the clutch. The clams are a delicacy, you see, but we must often fight off other predators to claim them. Are you up to the task? For this vital errand, I'm sure Pa would be glad to offer you the services of his swiftest eldest. And sure enough, he does. You go to Moonshade Isle for clams. I can already taste the succulent clam flesh. Have you been to Moonshade Isle? Let me see your haul. White-cap clams, a bivalve mollusk the color of frothy ocean waves. This is a rare bounty. You've made many friends within the clutch this day. No, I will drop these clams in a rock pool to keep them fresh. Cook them? No, they must be eaten raw, Shorewalker. And finally, what a bore. That is exactly how I would describe this entire segment of me reading Fates. A thoroughbred sylphic fighting boar known as Caffrey has turned on its masters and is now wreaking havoc in the Twelveswood. The savage creature has never known defeat. That must change. Else, there will be more sap shed? Oh, hey, Zav, how's it going, man? Been a while. Welcome in. Okay, I swear that was the last thing. We can now actually get started with the shit. Let's get out of this thing. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to be doing is we are going to be talking to Minfilia, because we have to pick up quests. I am, yes, that was what people voted on. I ran a poll where people voted on which race and class and stuff this character was going to be, and Viera was what won. So here we are. A recurring problem. Minfilia has need of your talents for a re-emerging primal problem. Oh, hi, everybody's here. Whole gang. I know you have had scarce a chance to rest. It's actually been a while, it's fine. But I'm afraid there is still more work to do. Well, tell me what the work is, please. Thank you. The Ultima Weapon's destruction, 'twould seem, has served to embolden the Beastmen, who now seek to call down their gods once more. Even as we speak, the Amalja, the Ixal, and the Kobolds are making their preparations for their respective summoning rites. The Sahagin? No, they're busy. They're not interested in summoning Leviathan right now. Don't worry about that. And that is but half of it. Much to our dismay, all three tribes were somehow able to procure vast quantities of crystals. Oh, my turn to say something? Yeah, everybody gets to say something, Yuna. Basically, this means the primals will be stronger than they were before. You could call them hard-mode versions. Far, far stronger. Their previous incantations will seem like easy modes. The beast tribes, we believe, began hoarding crystals with a vengeance in the wake of the Ultima Weapon's maiden appearance. You will remember that as the time it devoured 3 primals in one sitting. The Grand Companies are aware of the potential primal outbreak. Alas, due to the losses they incurred to ensure the success of Operation Archon, they are ill-equipped to take any meaningful measures. After deliberation, the leaders concluded that they must needs turn to one of us once more. To thee. The etheric waves that were observed in Mordona do not appear to bear a connection to any beast tribe. Yet much and more still remains beyond our knowing. We must be prepared for all possibilities. I am loath to send you into the midst of danger again so soon, but none have proven themselves more capable and also more resilient to mind control than you. Will you undertake this mission, Ruja? Yeah, sure, why not? I don't have anything else to do. You have my thanks. I truly do not know what we would do without you. Go ahead, Thancred. With circumstances as they were, I haven't had the chance to properly express my gratitude. I owe you my life, Rusha. Thank you, from the bottom of my heart. A string of failures has left me feeling powerless. I wanted to be stronger, that I might do right by my fellow scions. But instead I caused you all no end of grief and suffering. I actually did not care all that much, but I'm sure some people did, buddy. I swear to you, it shan't happen again. Ooh, shan't. Oh, sorry, Sylvie, I just read the thing that you sent me. Oh, they misclicked, huh? What a shame. They meant to open Strive. What a goofball. Oh, Jen. Anyway. Owing to everyone's ministrations, I am quite recovered now. I hope to return to my duties again soon. Sure. Everybody cheer. Thancred's return marks the beginning of a new chapter for the Scions. Let us renew the fire in our hearts and continue to press ever forwards. Now then, back to the matter of the primals. With no fewer than 3 of the beings threatening to appear, and no more, no less, it is easy to feel overwhelmed. We must take it one step at a time. Let's also make sure that we go through them in the exact order that you fought them previously. That means Ifrit, and then Titan, and then Garuda. Or maybe we'll fuck it up a bit and change it up. You never know. Urianger has the overview of the situation as it stands. Please speak with him to receive guidance on your mission. Yup. I'm sure this will be a very difficult quest. Here we go. All right. How are you guys doing, by the way? Believe me, I am quite eager to resume active duties and redeem my good name, but I have not forgotten that similar sentiments nearly led me to my doom once before. I will not question the wisdom of our Baldessian colleagues. They have bid me rest, and so I shall. Stola? In bringing the struggle against the Empire to a decisive end, the nations of Eorzea spent much of their military might, which means they can't do anything. Again. I fear the beast tribes have caught scent of this temporary weakness, and will give us scant leave to rest. Rest? Resk? What the fuck is a resk? A hero's work is never done, Rusha. So much has happened in this place. These walls could talk, such tales they would be able to tell. Just when we dared believe that the peace had arrived, another primal awakens. I say, has there ever been rest for the weary? No. Not at all. Such knowledge as I possess of the beast tribes and their primals is at thy disposal. Whether man or beast man, we are wont to seek power when plunged into the black depths of despair. That despair doth begin with the Amalja, who may have already summoned forth Ifrit. With our comrade Thancred now returned, thou wouldst do well to seek his counsel. 3? That's half a band of primals. I know. They only need a few more, and they'll have a full cover band. Ifrit bleeds, we can kill it. Thancred wants you to vanquish Ifrit, and has information that will help you arrange an encounter. Confirmation has just arrived from the Immortal Flames. 'Tis as Urianger has said, I fear. The Amalja have already summoned Ifrit. A confrontation with the Lord of the Inferno is inevitable. I would like nothing more than to lend you my blade, but the students of Baldessian insisted that I refrain from taking to the field where it concerns primals. I know not the workings of it, but would seem that recent events have left me especially susceptible to tempering. As much as I hate missing out on the fun, for everybody's sake I must sit this one out. Instead I will focus on gathering and analyzing data. Data! Now, the Immortal Flames have already conducted a preliminary investigation into Ifrit. They may well have information that will be of use to you. Do pay a visit to the Hall of Flames and speak with Commander Swift. One last thing before you depart. Doubtless you remember Minfilia's words, but this Ifrit is a far cry primal from the primal you first defeated. Excuse me. You will want to assemble your most dependable comrades for the mission. Perhaps 7 of them this time. Be safe, my friend. Okie dokie. Well, let's get to the Hall of Flames then, and speak with old Swifty. Blood Dragon is better. Yeah, that's kind of the impression that I got. It looks cooler, at least. Who just knows 7 people? I certainly don't. I don't know shit. I don't even know 3 people. The Garlean threat may have abated, but there is no end to the work we Scions do. In our own unique ways, may every one of us continue striving to make a better Eorzea. Strive, you say? Don't you mean Call of Duty Modern Warfare? 2? Is it 2? I think it's 2. Ah, look at that morning sun. That reminds me, I should check. Oh boy. Thal's Respite sightseeing log might pop soon. We might have to take a detour to get that shit. But not if it interrupts the fucking stream. Look at that big-ass city. Technically speaking, the current Modern Warfare 2 is actually Modern Warfare 5. That is true. Also, can I just take this moment to talk about how fucking annoying that trend in video games is, where they, like, either reboot the series or they just release a new game that, like, doesn't have a number or a subtitle, and it's just like, it's Modern Warfare. It's like, we've already had Modern Warfare. This is Modern Warfare 1, 2. So stupid. And so you have to start referring to things as, like, their year release date, like, oh, Doom 2016. How long until we get a new game called Star Wars Jedi Knight? Probably pretty soon, given the fact that EA seems to be pushing the Star Wars Jedi games. If they do make another Dark Forces game or Jedi Knight game, it is going to be very, very harshly compared to the originals, because I know those are very good games, or at least very well-regarded games. Featuring their main character, Kyle. Ruja, we thank you for coming. The Flame General will be heartened to hear that you have answered the call. As we have already relayed to the Waking Sands, Ifrit is returned. For the sake of peace in the region, we humbly request that you vanquish him. The primal is to be found in his domain, the Bowl of Embers. To get there, you must use the Beastmen Aetherite found within the depths of Zaharok, the Amalja stronghold. The Amalja have constructed their own Aethernet from salvaged Aetherite shards. This being the case, you should be able to use it without problem. No doubt you already know this from your fellow Scions, but the present incarnations of Ifrit is far stronger than the last. Facing him with any fewer than 7 of your stoutest comrades would be ill-advised. Wow, he actually just straight up said it, like, take 7 people with you. That is all the intelligence we have to share. The rest is in your hands. I shall pray for your victory and safe return. Alright, let's get out there. The most recent one was Star Wars Dark Forces 4, Jedi Knight 3, Jedi Outcast 2, Jedi Academy. Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. I prefer names like that to just blank game titles being released every year. I would prefer Modern Warfare 5 versus... Or like, Modern Warfare 2. I would prefer that versus fucking, you know, Modern Warfare 2. But again. Or perhaps you mean 7 as in a lot. How does that compare then to add the to the name? Adding the to the front of the name is still stupid, but it's better than nothing, I guess. It's still confusing, I will say. Anyway, while we're here, let's talk to Hamujga. Ranger Rescue. That's a Ty the Tasmanian Tiger game, I think. Hamujga wishes to hurl you into the heart of the enemy territory, as you would a spear. Please do not. I am fragile. I will die. Do you know of Forgotten Springs, the Mikote settlement found to the south of the Sigoli Desert? Yeah, I bathed with some of their women together. They invited me. It was great. We have just received urgent word from Lun Ga. She reports that a hunting party in the U tribe village was ambushed by a sizable Amalja force. Those that were not massacred outright were dragged away by the raiders. They have likely already been tempered. Lun Ga mentions, however, that one of the Mikote was nimble enough to evade capture and flee into hiding. We have no alliance with the U tribe's people, but we cannot close our eyes to an act perpetrated by the very foe we so greatly despise. For the chance to strike a blow at our enemy, we will go to war for Forgotten Springs. Be my spear, honored ally, and I shall hurl you into the midst of Zanarok. Lun Ga awaits reinforcements to the southeast. Join your strength to hers and do what must be done to rescue this lone, courageous Mikote ranger. Cool. Oh wow, she's actually gone. That's a nice touch. I figured she would just still be there, and it would be very confusing for all of us. But no, she's gone. Impressive. All right. Oh, looks like she's already. Looks like she's finished already. Actually. Hi. Ugh, gods be good. When I requested reinforcements, I did not expect the war leader to send you. And, just as before, you are too slow to respond. While I sat here, grinding my teeth in frustration, I watched as the Flame Fangs discovered the Rangers' hiding spot and hauled her off to their encampment. The encampment is their forward base, and as such, the place is awash with alert and wary soldiers. The two of us would fare poorly against such numbers. Without a cunning plan, that is. You, my eager outsider, will have the use of my mount to sow a trail of chaos amongst their... Wait, what? Where the fuck was that guy going? Did you guys see that? Oh, he's coming back. Okay. He's just going for his morning jog. Listen carefully. The Amalja like to stockpile the oil that they use to light their watchfires and such. Seek out the barrels and tap the Drake's head. That is the command for him to spit out a gout of flame. The resulting explosions should be enough of a distraction for me to slip in and free the captured Mikote. Once you've freed yourself of angry Amalja, meet us beyond the edge of the camp where the desert begins. Ooh, we get a friend. Okay, let's get in there. Unfortunately, I've been robbed of my ability to fly. I gotta get my World of Warcraft Dragonflight Pathfinder achievement. I don't know if that's still how you unlock flying. I don't even know if... Oh, no, they do have flying in Dragonflight. I think that was one of the things they, like, advertised for it. I don't know. I'm not playing that fucking game legally. Damn, it takes a really long time to charge up the breath. Hey guys, don't mind me. Just here to sow some chaos or whatever. Shusha! Oh god! Ah! They didn't like that one, actually. Who dares challenge our might? Me, a coward! The Flame Fangs rule this land, he says as he dies. Alright guys, you did great. Anyway. Here we go. Ooh, Nappa. Like Nappa? The Dragon Ball guy? The bald guy? Thank you. I was certain my time had come. The lizardmen fell upon us so swiftly we had not the time to react. Your companion, the one who freed me, she seems so very familiar. I recognize that navel. Even riding a drake, you still somehow managed to arrive last. Wasn't that was the point, though. I thought perhaps you had been caught in an explosion and burned to a crisp. A pleasant thought, though apparently not the case. Uloon! Could that really be you? We had thought you long perished. No, I am sure of it. Your voice is unmistakable. I recall the many days we spent laughing and chatting in the springs. I don't know of you or your damnable springs. I am Loon Ga, a warrior of the Brotherhood of Ash. My people are the Amalja, proud and strong. You have the wrong Mikote. I am heading back to camp. See this hunter safely home before you return to the Ring of Ash. Interesting. No escorts will be necessary. I am a hunter of the U tribe. If I cannot cross the sands alone, I do not deserve to return at all. I would, however, have you visit the springs in any case, adventurer. There is more to your friend, to Uloon, that you should know. The only peeper I know is that annoying failed child star in Sam & Max. Good memory, P-Op. A true fan of official Pun Guy streams that are lost to time and I can't upload to YouTube anymore. I'm still really sad about that. Hi again, Unappa. We meet again, adventurer. It's been 5 seconds. I needed to tell you that your companion is, without a doubt, the little loon I used to know. There must be some pressing reason for her subterfuge. Many of our tribe were close with Ulun. They may help you to understand why Ulun hides behind that mask, or how might you best help her. I really don't think she wants my help. Every time I talk to her, she talks about wanting to kill me. Speak with the huntresses around the springs. They may help you to understand why Ulun hides behind that mask, and what, if anything, can be done to help her. Oh, fine. Hello, cool-eyed huntress. Ulun! Of course I knew her. She was my blood sister. We were both daughters of the former nun, though our mothers were not the same. You find my choice of tense confusing. She is dead, stranger, slain alongside her mother more than 5 years ago. I did not witness the incident myself, but I will never forget the sudden pain of their loss. 5 long years, yet my memories of her remain so clear. Hey, Ungare, how you going? How you going? Yes, how you going? That's the one. It is not uncommon to hear of skirmishes between our people and the Amalja. The lizardmen do not respect our territory, and they interfere with our hunts. The desert suffers for their presence. We of the U tribe do not hold favorable relations with the Amalja. That is putting it lightly. They are a dangerous nuisance, and the Sigoli would be better for their absence. A stern huntress. Ulun. Yes, I remember the name. She was a quiet girl, too timid to even slap at the biting desert flies. The lizard men took her away from us, and for that I shall never forgive them. Were little Loon alive today, what a beautiful, sleek huntress she might be. Are you really telling me that none of the people in the like, Sunseeker, Mikote tribes are lesbians? That seems incredibly unrealistic. I refuse to believe that. Sweet-smelling huntress. It is said that a hunting party was set upon by the Amalja. Many of my kin have not returned from the sands. Must the tragedies of the past be so faithfully repeated? You've heard of the party of the hunters that was slaughtered at the hands of the lizardmen. Though we often clash with the Amalja, there hasn't been an incident on this scale for more than half a decade. 5 years, you might call it. Anyway, back to the Ring of Ass. Let's see. I will probably go into 2 days in a row they've canceled the bus that I'm supposed to ride home, so I gotta take an Uber. Ugh, that's rough. I have had my own stories with dealing with public transportation to and from work. My man Kent, he knows. I think if he's in the office, which I don't know if he is or not, he might still be remote, but he knows the fun and struggles of bus riding all our way. Hey, Scoosh, how you doing? Hey, Loon Guy, I heard that you're dead. What's up with that? You are late. I thought you might have been delayed by a Welwick worm, but the cloying pity in your eyes tells the tale. Do they mourn for me in Forgotten Springs? Last time I was in the office, you were there? Okay, yeah, so it's been a few years then. Got it. Look at me, adventurer. This is an Amalja battle mask. You can tell because none of the Amalja are wearing them. Given to me by the war leader himself. It is worn only by those who have chosen the path of the warrior. You've likely heard stories from the rangers of how I was taken or killed during an Amalja raid all those years ago. They are right, and they are wrong. I do not know how I survived the attack, but it was Hamuj Ga who found me as I stumbled through the desert, barely conscious and badly wounded. He gazed down upon my battered face and gave me a simple choice. Linger here and die, or come with me and fight. It was then I made my decision to discard my past. My family, my tribe, my very identity. I was reborn into the Brotherhood of Ash, existing for no other purpose but to feed the fires of my vengeance. This mask is a symbol of my resolve. It represents my transformation into an Amalja soldier, strong and proud. I tell you this not to justify my deceit, but to dam the flood of your foolish question. Hey, Emily. Thanks for continuing your chain attack. Yeah, I also never really minded riding the bus. My biggest problems with it was the fact that my day started and ended at 6:50 a.m. and 6:50 p.m. I had to get up very early, and while the bus ride was often long, it gave me time to, like, do stuff, you know? But the winter sucks. Anyway. Now, stow your unwarranted sympathy and make your report to the war leader, fucker. Anyway. At least she didn't threaten to kill us this time. That's an improvement. Honored ally, with your continued aid, the Brotherhood of Ash will rekindle the glory of our past. As once did our ancestors, we shall forge of steel our bodies and spirits, and greet death with honor. To no gods will we beg, nor against the meek raise arms. We are warriors, walkers of the path of righteous battle. We do not kneel to claim our strength. Live by these words, and your soul too shall burn as brightly. Yeah, Ken, your commute was way worse than mine. Anyway, now I'm recognized, and there's more quests, but we're not going to do those right now. I'll do them off-stream, because we have an Ifrit to go kill, again. Also, how do people like the new sub-emotes? I know we haven't gotten a chance to... not sub-emotes. We don't have new emotes. We have new notifications. I've been trying to get those to work for a while, and I'm actually pretty happy with them. Right now, there's one for every single main cast member of Persona 6. Sorry, Persona... Why did I say Persona 6? What the fuck am I thinking? Yeah, Persona 6. Also known as Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Commute nowadays is a 90-degree rotation. God, I wish that was me. I have to drive on Minnesota highways. Never fun. Hey, what's this fate? Spark off the bench. Let me make a note of this one real quick. White Spark Hapug Ro, an eagle-eyed Amalja archer with the strength to pierce 3 immortal flames with a single arrow, has been sighted lurking nearby. Hunt down the named fiend and see that his sharpshooting days are through. Alright. Note made. Let's get the fuck out of here. Ah, and here's the Aetheryte. Excellent. I have Xenoblade 3 in my Christmas list, and I really hope my family gets it. Unfortunately, while I normally would warn you to not mention games that you don't own in my presence, I can't really do anything about getting you Xenoblade 3, unfortunately. Unless I can, actually. Scratch that. But it's on your Christmas list, so whatever. My favorite part of Persona 6 is when you just hear yippee during combat and the enemy gets punted into the Milky Way with a giant hammer. Or launch smash comboed for 3 million damage in one hit. Always a classic. I did it! I have attuned to the Aetheryte. Bowl of Embers, hard. Now available. Let's do this shit. 3 million, those are rookie numbers? Yeah, I guess so. While your victory over the Ultima weapon has set off waves of celebration across the land, the jubilation is short-lived, for the beast tribes are seeking to summon their gods once more. Confirmation has arrived that the Amalja have already succeeded in calling forth Ifrit, who returned far mightier than his last incarnation, owing to the vast amount of crystals he has gorged upon. Prepare yourself for a scorking encounter. Okay, I'm preparing myself. Okay, I've prepared myself. Here I go. I really like the music in this place. Some good shit. Hey, last DPS. Hurry it up. Let's go. 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 Naughty DPS get put in the cue shaking. There we go. Thankfully, this cutscene is not nearly as long as the first time we fought this fucker. Hey, buddy. Damn, that was a good flip. Meow! That's the noise Ifrit makes. My flame shall consume thy flesh and soul both. Ow! Dickhead. Anyway, this Ifrit is a little bit different than last time, as we'll be able to figure out eventually. There's still eruptions, so that still happens, but he's gonna do some different shit. Succumb to the inferno. That was badly timed. It doesn't matter, though. Stop it! I'm casting, bro. I should really just be Art of Warring. Surrender thyself to the fires of Gudgment. Alright, now there's 4 infernal nails. Okay, dickhead. Yeah, the ARR trial intros are definitely very lengthy. That's for sure. Ouch! Hey, note to all tanks, please fucking be careful where you point the guy. Anyway, thy soul shall burn for eternity. An eternity. Sorry, I misspoke. Oh, God! I almost just died. That would have been bad if I had almost died. Oh, God, that's a lot of eruptions. I will say, though, this is also one of the first places... Oh, we're gonna stand over here. I sure hope people are close enough for me to heal them. This is also one of the first places where you can get, you can see LB3s. Really surprised that Sam didn't die mid-LB. Well, it looks like he got knocked back when he channeled it for the first time, so... Anyway, we did it! Ifrit dead. Again.
I'm really feeling it!
Yeah, me too, man. Ifrit Starglobe. That's for a class we can't use yet. I'll need this. Is that actually better than what I'm using right now? It is, by 5 whole fucking item levels. No, no, come back. I need to commend somebody. There we go. I didn't win it. It makes me sad. The samurai fucking got it, sure. Alright, well, that's that. Let's get the fuck back to, Can I use the Vesper Bay Aetheryte ticket? I can. Excellent, we'll do that. We're probably not going to have a huge use for these other than just this, honestly, so... Alright, let's figure out who our next target is. Infer Garuda Awakening. Oh, we are changing up the order. Fancy. Hey, Papalimo. Papalimo would have you vanquish Garuda, who has returned stronger and bloodthirstier than before. Ah, Ruja, I hear you have triumphed over Ifrit. Of course, this is no less a feat than I would expect of a warrior of light, but well done all the same. Now, I had a full mind to crack open a bottle of 1547 Bacchus, but the celebration must keep. Garuda, I'm afraid to say, has also returned. Somehow, Garuda returned. As you well know, Garuda's appetite for destruction and tornado blowjobs far exceeds that of other primals. I should really find a new joke. Not to dishearten you, but in her last incarnation, that appetite has become nigh insatiable. In the short time since her return, she has already wreaked tremendous havoc. You must send her back to the ether before she can do any more damage. In the meantime, Ida and I will assist the Order of the Twin Adder in their recovery effort. When you previously faced Garuda, 'twas the Enterprise that bore you through the storm that shielded her domain. Well, that storm is as a spring breeze beside what she has raised this time. No airship could hope to penetrate it. And so we must count ourselves fortunate that the Order of the Twin Adder chanced to discover a beastman aetherite leading to the Howling Eye. Before you do aught else, I suggest you pay a visit to the Adder's Nest and have words with Commander Hugh Lowe. He will be able to tell you about the said aetherite, among other things. Make no mistake, the Lady of the Vortex will prove a formidable opponent, but I believe you can weather the storm. May the 12 keep you safe. Blowjobs eternal. Very true. Speaking of things that are eternal, kill that man, Piop. Decepticons, kill this clown. I should have that image at the ready, actually. That's a good idea. Where am I going? I'm going this way. Hello, Vieira, who aren't wearing pants, as usual. Oh, what's happening? Oh, yeah. Careful with shield mode, by the way. It's a little, fucked up. Ah, Lieutenant Lorelei, we are grateful for your aid. As you will already know, the accursed Ixal have summoned Garuda once more. Since her return, she has wasted no time unleashing her fury upon the region. Extensive damage has been reported in both the Twelveswood and Corthus. Honestly, if anybody in my chat was allowed to go full nuke mode, it would be Emily. I trust her. She must be stopped, and soon, lest more lives be lost. In the name of the Elder Seedseer, I humbly request you put an end to her reign of terror. In the past, Garuda keeps her court within the Howling Eye, which is perpetually protected by a raging tempest. Fortunately, we have learned of an alternate way into her domain. The Ixal have constructed an aetherite within Natalan, their stronghold in the central realms of Corthus, because, you see, we haven't used Corthus for enough shit yet. This aetherite will take you to Garuda's tempestuous realm. We owe this discovery to the Ishgardians, whom the Elder Seedseer says desired to repay the kindness you showed them. Shocking! For the sake of our people as well as theirs, may your mission be met with success. Yeah, because God knows they're not going to fucking do anything about the goddamn Garuda. They're just going to be like, not a dragon. Yeah, I don't know what the new shield mode thing is, but from what I've heard about other people using it, it sucks. Alright, now let's go see what the Sylphs are up to, shall we? We should probably switch back to this, so any questering is easy. Take me to the Sweet Bloom Pier, please, sir. Yeah, I fucking hate it when buttons get moved. Cut that shit out. Don't move your buttons. Keep them where they're supposed to be. There's thunder. Normally, this would be a perfect time to get the seedbeds, fucking Vista, but I already have it. I also forgot, we still haven't actually talked to Voice yet. So we should chat up with that little fucker and see how he's doing. Oh, he just has the quest right now. Okay. Pilfered Podlings. Voice has made a monumental discovery. Friend, you must listen. I was just perusing my tomes before when I came across a most fascinating passage. Are you perchance familiar with how baby sylphs are born? Perhaps I can put it in layman's terms. You see, sylphs come into this world in the form of a bulb, not unlike certain types of flora. But these bulbs will not sprout into a sylph of their own volition. No, they must first be incubated within a special pod, forming what is known as a podling, and given sufficient warmth and nutrition. Then, and only then, will a newborn sylph emerge. This got me to thinking. Those frightful sylphs who accosted me said something about a podling, yes? I didn't put it together then, but... Yes, surely the Chosen One slumbers as a podling even as we speak. A podling which they assumed I had come to steal. This must be why they acted so threatened by my presence. We should continue our search in the Sylphlands straight away. That is to say, you should continue. I mean, I'd go with you, of course. It's just, still feel so weak. I'm sure Omsio would agree. You can go see what he thinks. Could there be a more fascinating subject of study than the Sylphs? Each day is a veritable treasure trove of discovery and delight. Why, just yesterday I learned that, among their many acts of mischief, the Sylph rather enjoy stealing and concealing tomes and parchment. Just prior to that I learned... What was it again? Forgive me, I seem to have misplaced my journal. Nice. Oh wait, I clicked the same thing again. This one. I say, it's one eye-opening experience after the next with these Sylphs. I really must take this down. Now, where did I put my journal? You can turn the shield button off? Oh, nice. Hang on, I gotta double-check something. Oh, thank God, the fucking Fate one isn't there today. Bumbling One said what? Chosen One exists as a podling? Why did Bumbling One not tell this one sooner? There is no time to lose. Walking One must become Running One and retrieve Chosen One's podling from the Sylphlands with all haste. This one can help. This one uses see-through magic so that Walking One becomes Hidden One. But be careful. See-through magic will not last long. If Touch One see Walking One is in trouble. Now hurry and find Chosen One. Okay. Where are we going? No, really, where are we go? Oh, that's not too far in. That's good. Couldn't they have cast the enchantment on me, like, any closer? I'm really gonna need a fragrant bloom here, guys. Where is it? There it is. Take a quick whiff of this. Oh, that's good shit. Another one. Ah, that's good. Okay, it only sets me up to 25. Okay, that's good to know. This is mid-tier weed. High-tier weed could set me up to at least 40 seconds of transparency. I mean, fragrant bloom. Not weed. This isn't a weed, it's a flower. Although, I guess weeds could also have flowers, but that's not important. Don't worry about it. Shut up! Hello, sluggish sylph. You can't see me, but I'm talking to you. Phew, this one is exhausted. Who knew that a podling could be so heavy? Lazy One should feel honored, trusted by Boss One with super secret mission. Yes, this one is honored, but also tired. So this one hides podling in super secret place. We can carry to Boss One when arms and wings are strong again. But Boss One said not to let podling out of sight for even one eye blink. Yes, this one was just going to get it. Now, where did this one put it again? Was it near the entrance to these one's homes, or... this one cannot remember. Oh, what is this one has done? Boss One will pluck this one's wings out one by one. These ones must search. If these ones do not find Chosen One quickly, this one will not survive Boss One's wrath. Okay. You guys, it's right here. Okay, come on. Alright, and now... Ladies and gentlemen, this is why you should always do these quests as a high-level class. Because enemies will not bother you if you are high enough level to not have them aggro. And if enemies aggro onto you and hit you, you'll just drop shit. Which sucks. Also, look at how little our upper body is moving as we walk. That's incredible. It's some like real core strength to just like not move at all. Remember to keep taking hits of smelly plants in order to keep your strength up. It's very important. And then... Used to carrying stacks of books. Yeah, you know what? That's very true. She is. Although, not exactly short distances, because her house wasn't very big, mostly because of all the books that were in it. But it's practice is practice. She also was probably not used to taking hits of plants in order to keep her strength up. I did it! Wow, that was it? Damn, that shit was easy. Could it be? The Chosen One's podling! Good show, friend! Why, it is every bit as beautiful as I would have expected from the tails, and thrice the size! Brave One has done it! These ones cannot thank Brave One enough. By keeping Chosen One out of hands of touched ones, Brave Ones has saved these ones. No, everyone in Eorzea from a thundery demise. Oh, let us not engage in hyperbole, friend Sylph. Chosen One or no, she is just a wee babe, after all. Foolish One has 4 eyes, yet not a one of them sees. Has Foolish One learned nothing from those paper stacks? From the moment Chosen One emerges from cradle, Chosen One holds the power of 1,000,000 of these ones. Power to command Primal One with the ease by which walking ones draw breath. What does Four Eyes think would happen if Chosen One's powers fell into hands of touched ones? Lord Ramu would come down from the heavens, and Walking One's precious Gridania would go boom! A Primal in Gridania? How frightful! Why, we really must do something about this! Does Four-Eyed One need 4 ears as well? That is why this one sent Brave One in search of Chosen One. Ugh. What matters is that Chosen One is safe now. Under these one's care, Chosen One will be raised in Little Solace, where Chosen One will know only peace and gentleness. If raised properly, Chosen One's great powers will bring comfort and solace. Large solace, you might call it. Not destruction. This one, all of these ones, will see to that. But Brave One must be wary. These one's enemy will not give up so easily. Should Touch Ones return for Chosen One, this one would ask for Brave One's aid. Sure. Rank up! I can now do more shit. You have anything else to say? No. Alright, off to Camp Dragon Dick. Or whatever. Large Solus, Mega Solus, as opposed to Smallus. Exactly. Alright. In we go. This is another area that we will probably not be exploring too much of, just because it's... I don't know, there's no fucking point in going in here. This is an endgame area where you can farm enemies, I guess. Oh, there is a fate, though. Does anyone hear it? The Ixal are looking to expand their settlement of Natalan and have begun clear-cutting the nearby forests for wood. Infiltrate Natalan and destroy the lumber so as to slow the expansion's progress. Oh, I get it. It's because it's called Does Anyone Hear It? Because the tree is falling in the forest and there's nobody around to hear it. Ah, Camp Dragon Dick, the primal defense, the prime defense against Garuda's tornado blowjobs. Exactly. Inspector Hatchet. Gozol Itzkan the Hatchet is infamous for his endless raids into the Twelves Wood to fell ancient sentinels. Track down the feathered fiend while he's perched in Natalan and see that he never swings an axe again. I understand the hatchet part, but where does the inspector part come from? It doesn't matter. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Another aetherite. You there, fucker! Let me in. Cool. Alright. Howling Eye. Hard. Not to be outdone by the Amalja, the Ixal have also taken advantage of the Ultima Weapon's destruction, and once again summoned their patron deity. What is worse, this most recent incarnation of Garuda is said to possess a nigh insatiable appetite for destruction and other things. But don't worry about what the other things are. If Korthus and the 12s are to be spared from further destruction, you must return to the Howling Eye and seek an audience with the Lady of the Vortex. That's a quick audience. A lot of people must be lining up for the tornado. Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of any new jokes. She has hooves? Why does she have hooves? Well, at least she's having fun. That's what's important, you know? Alright, lady, bring it on. Have you seen those little booths in like zoos and museums where you stand inside and wind whips you around in a simulation of tornadoes? I have, yes. It's very fun. It's okay, she still has high-heeled talons, and that's all that matters. Exactly. Oh, anyway, ha-ha, ha-ha, hee-hee, ha-ha, he. Line of sight! I laugh like Garuda when I'm in those. I mean, who wouldn't? It's fun. It's fun to be hurled around like a rag doll. Everybody kill the feathers! Kill the feathers! Kill them all! Murder! Death! Feathers! Stop taking damage. Cut it out. Apparently we're gonna see the depths of our folly. You know, Garuda, if you want to kill these things so badly, it doesn't really make sense to me that you would have made your base with these 4 fucking pillars here. Just get rid of them. If you don't want them there, just get rid of them. Garuda is not very good at home improvement. Hey everybody, it's aerial blast time. Everybody stand in the bubble. God damn it, why did nobody stand in the fucking bubble? Anyway, there's no escape, none, yada yada. Yeah, you know. The wind around Garuda begins to churn. Oh, there's a feather. Oh, holy shit, that's fucking Loki Laufey. Like the one. Like the one from the Norse. You know the one. Right? Die, die, die. Oh, hey, baby Garuda. Suparna and Chirada. We actually got a small hint that these folks existed from the summoner quests, because our Garuda Eggy summoned them, and we were like, what the fuck is that? But now we know. Where? He's right there. He's in there. Get out of here, lady. Woo! Easy money. We did it. Oh, sick, I just get the thing. And I got a Garuda card. What? How fortuitous timing. How fortuitous timing? What fortuitous timing? Also, did I read this? Anyway, Ahriman are a family of voidsent that manifest in the physical plane by investing their essence into the eyes of animals. They are possessed of great arcane ability and fly by clawing their way along airborne currents of ether. According to studies of Voidsent hierarchy, the Ahriman family is of middling class, its varying forms occupying the 4th and 5th rungs. Morble. The Morble is a terrible beast that moves upon its slime-covered vines and roots. Highly aggressive, it kills both animals and plants with a combination of its noxious breath and ceaselessly flailing tendrils. Upon occasion, the beast will also emit a sweet-smelling gas which induces a deep sleep. Rather than rending or chewing, the fang-shaped thorns which line the Morble's maw serve to prey hard immobile during digestion. Garuda. Summoned by the Ixal tribes of Zelphatol, Zaruda harbors the uncanny ability to manipulate the very air which surrounds her. The winds she wields, however, have twisted her heart and broken her mind. I really wish you wouldn't use that term. However, rendering the Lady of the Vortex a merciless talent with an appetite for destruction that is nigh insatiable. You also have got Garuda's talons. Does the Garuda have large talons? I wonder if we'll ever see Zelphatol. What a great question, Piop. No. Alright, that's 2 down, 1 to go. Back to the Vesper Bay. Alright, we got 2 more rank up quests and 1 more primal to go, and then we'll probably just end. Hiya. Oh, also, fun fact, I now have gotten every class up to a level where I do not feel comfortable taking them into leveling roulette anymore. And that includes getting Bard to 50. So Bard is completely finished leveling now. So that'll be a nice and easy, quick quest line to knock out. And, I mean, honestly, we should only have to do, like, a couple of leveling, or, like, maybe 2 dungeons in each, for each, like, level 47 thing to get it to level 50. So, yeah, we'll be able to knock that shit out pretty quickly. When we get to that, eventually, which is still a bit from now. Hi, Stola. In a Titan spot. Y'shtola would entrust you with the titanic task of defeating a greatly strengthened Titan. So, both Ifrit and Garuda are now vanquished by your hands. Truly, you've earned yourself a rest. Would that you had the luxury of time to enjoy it. It pains me to say that Titan is also returned, and with a vengeance. As was the case with his primal brethren, he has grown stronger than he was before. When I went about my investigations, all indications suggested that the kobolds were nowhere near ready to resume their summoning rites, but it turns out they were deceiving us. I should have known better. The kobold's subterranean domain runs deep. They could easily hoard crystals with our being none the wiser, and a vast hoard it must have been. Till now, Garuda was the most powerful among the 3 recently active primals, but according to our latest readings, Titan has usurped that honor. A primal's might is determined by 2 factors, the amount of crystals it has gorged upon, and the fervor of its believers. I would like nothing more than to measure precisely how strong the Lord of Crags has become, but I fear the time for such prudence has run out. We have already received an official request for assistance from the Maelstrom. As you might expect, it is addressed to you. For your previous encounter with Titan, you traveled to his demesne by way of the Aetheryte first discovered by the Company of Heroes. Sad to say, this Aetheryte no longer seems to respond. But do not despair, for the Maelstrom has reportedly found another in its place. You will want to speak to Commander Riki at Maelstrom Command for the details. I cannot stress this enough, but Titan has grown fearsome strong. See to it that you spare no preparation. Sure. It's interesting also. This quest here is kind of where the order of like power for the primals in this game gets kind of turned around a little bit. Usually what happens is like Ifrit, in terms of like order, Ifrit is usually the first, oftentimes, and then Titan comes second, and then Garuda comes last, because Garuda is supposed to be the most powerful or whatever. But kind of from here on out, it usually makes Titan be the last one. The order of which Garuda and Ifrit appear kind of tends to vary depending upon what you're doing it in. But Titan seems to be shown as consistently the strongest one elsewhere, which is interesting. Also, we might as well, now that we're here, we've completed the Summoner questline, which means we also have access to this little quest from Thubragim. An Eggy by any other name. Thurbergheim desires your help with an experiment. Well, if it isn't Ruja. Are all these people in the Discord? No, not everybody is in the Discord. The Discord is not open to the public yet, because I have not figured out a good way or good time to do that. I'm sure it'll happen someday. Precisely the woman I wish to see. You will recall Ymitra of the Sons of St. Koinak. Well, she has recently finished compiling her research into summoning and was kind enough to send a copy of it to our guild. I was pleased to note that you are listed as a collaborator. I must say it is quite a fascinating read, especially the section covering these essences of primals called Eggy. You are able to manifest the beings, yes? Yeah. Wonderful. In which case, I should like your assistance with an experiment. If you are willing, pray join me in the practice area. I will reveal the details there. Don't mind the fact that I'm still standing here. I'll teleport down there. Well, actually, we'll wait for her down there, and then we'll be fine. Oop. And now we wait. Oh, she made it. Nice. My apologies for the wait. To begin with, might I ask you to call forth an Eggy? I should very much like to see one with mine own eyes. Mayhap the Ifrit Eggy would be suitable. I understand that was the first such being to be summoned. Sure. There he is. What a funny little guy. Yes, a most impressive being indeed. Created, according to Ymitra, in the image of the entity which most closely associates with fire, Ifrit. It is my hypothesis that the same fundamental principle could be employed to alter the form of an Eggy by calling to mind another image. Pray summon the Ifrit Eggy again, but this time focus your consciousness upon Carbuncle. It shouldn't be difficult, given the bond you share. Okay. Huh! Red friend! Brilliant! My theory holds! Whilst it takes the form of Carbuncle, there is no mistaking its ethereal composition. This is Ifrit. I should not imagine that the abilities it wields have changed. For all intents and purposes, it is still an Ifrit Eggy, but now we know there is no limit to an Eggy's appearance. Well, I must be returning to my post. Let us continue this upstairs. Yeah! I love little carbuncles. Now let me move. Thank you. Lagging a little bit right now. It might just be because it's fucking Limsa. I want to be able to custom program my carbuncles shader. Man, wouldn't it be great if they added more customization options for the carbuncles, but they still haven't for some reason? Ruja, you have my thanks for indulging me. This experiment has unearthed a new world of possibility for arcane entities, and I hope you will find use for the discovery. We did it! Eggy Glamours unlocked. An Eggy's outward appearance can now be altered using Pet Glamour. For example, if you wanted your Garuda Eggy to appear if it was a Ruby Carbuncle, use the text command Pet Glamour, Garuda Eggy, Ruby Carbuncle. For details, enter blah blah blah, Pet Glamour. So this is apparent, according to friends of mine, this is something that they have said they would like to expand upon, and they're working on it. And they said they were working on this in Heaven's Ward, and we've heard nothing about it ever since. So I don't know. Where's our gamer RG Bunkle? I would love an RG Bunkle. Yes, they're working on it. Hello, Ricky. Ah, Ruja of the Scions, your presence is most welcome. I'm chagrined that we must turn to you again to lay Titan low. No doubt this is yesterday's news for you, but the Lord of the Crags has returned more ferocious and formidable than he was before. Cannot fathom how the kobolds were able to obtain such vast stores of crystals and in so short a time. We will learn the answer in the coming moons, I suspect, but first things first. We need you to vanquish Titan before he and the kobolds have a chance to wreak havoc on Limsa Lominsa. You have felled the primal before, and we believe that you can emerge victorious once more. We've learned of a new aetheryte that will take you to the navel. It's situated deep within Ugamaro Mines. Not the most convenient of locations, admittedly, so you will have to cut yourself a path. Please, make all haste. Titan's mere presence emboldens the kobolds, and 'tis only a matter of time before they move in force against us. May the Navigator guide you on your way, Ruja. Well, I would love to make haste, but unfortunately I have to talk to a man about a fishman. And a kobold about a kobold. What's interesting is they didn't even implement it for Scholar. The two fairies, despite being purely cosmetic differences now, are still different summon buttons. That is weird. I wonder if there's genuinely a reason they did it for Scholar, or if it's just like, nah, we just don't want to. We just want to make it like a summoner-only thing. Anyway, they need to get on that shit. Now that they're done fucking with Summoner and, like, turning it into an entirely new class, and they've moved on to doing it to Dragoon, I guess, they should finish Eggy Glamours. I want to see more Eggy Glamours. Most likely just forgot. With the amount of people fucking clamoring for it, I don't feel like they would have forgotten. I'm guessing it's just very, very low on their list of priorities, but I'd like them to bump it up a little bit. We do not need any more maid costumes for Catboys to wear. We just don't. I'm sorry, but we just don't. Let me put my Ifrit Eggy in a maid costume. That I will accept. But nothing else. I want a little maid outfit for Ifrit and Titan, and then a butler suit for Garuda. That's what I want. Oh, you know what? I wonder if the reason why Eggy Glamours are super on the back burner right now is... Oh, actually, shit, I was supposed to go do the Sahagin. Whatever, it's fine. We'll go back and do that later. The reason why they haven't done that is because when you get to level 90 on Summoner, you get, like, summon Ifrit 2, summon Titan 2, and it's instead of summoning, like, the Eggies, it literally just summons, like, the primals themselves. So I wonder if maybe that is the reason why Eggy Glamours are a little bit more on the back burner right now, like, especially just because of that animation, but at the same time, fuck you. Give me them. I want it. Hello, Gigu. No good Zogaz ambition. 789th Order Pikmin Gigu is not through imposing on your generosity. Of course not. Oh, adventurer, do honor me with your company for a moment. Yes, yes, let us speak for a while. You have been an absolute godsend for our order. A savior, a saint, a godsend. Our barrows have been overflowing with ore since you arrived. Yes, yes, full to the brim. At this pace, a moon from now, you may be speaking to, dare I dream, 788th Order Pikmin Gigu. We shall be but the butt of kobold society no more. No, no, never again. Keep up the diligent work, adventurer. Can a kobold get more pathetic? Maybe if you got off your arse and helped Ruja for once, you could dream a little bigger. But surely you know the old kobold saying, yes, yes, slow and steady. I don't think... Is that a kobold saying? Ah, enough of your blathering. Ruja, you must come with me and quickly. Why, you say? I'll tell you why. Camp Overlook is under attack by the nastiest horde of kobolds I've ever laid eyes on. That's not the least of it. Word is they've got some newfangled weapon that's got Commander Blow-It-In and his men tearing their beards out. I'm off to join the defense. We can count on you as well, aye, Ruja? Yeah, sure, why not? A kobold attack? How terrifying, frightful, horrifying, and terrifying. What is it that angers them so? Yes, yes, I wonder. I don't know. I'm gonna go over here and sleep. Bye-bye! Lucky we are that you are attacked and not us. Yes, yes, we are fortunate indeed. Well, good luck up there, adventurer. Fuck you. I think the kobolds are funny because they're lazy. But also I've had a lot of bad experiences recently with lazy coworkers at work, so I'm not entirely happy about it. Me ears, the blast was so deafening I fear I never hear the sound of the sea. Such strength! If this is the new face of our foe, we're as good as done for. I'm no new recruit. I have seen my share of bombs in me day. Nothing me worse than nightmares could have prepared me for what we faced. There you are, Ruja. We drove the buggers off, but I fear the damage had already been done. Saw the kobold's new weapon with me own eyes, I did. A right vicious breed of bomb that could blow a good-sized vessel out of the water. The sheer hate in the beastman's eyes got me to wondering, do you reckon this is somehow our fault, Ruja? No sooner do we start lending our strength to Gigu and his soldier lot than Camp Overlook suffers its worst kobold assault in years. Call it my mariner's intuition, but I'd worry a pirate's booty that Zoga is at the helm of this. I must remain behind and tend to me comrades. I ask of you of this, Ruja. Return to Gigu and see if my suspicions are true. Camp Overlook can't bear to suffer another attack like the last, Ruja. Get yourself back to Gigu and see what that sorry excuse for a kobold knows about this new breed of bomb. It's interesting that bombs are considered void scent, but also they're like animals that you can like breed, like a dog that explodes. Great losses your camp suffered. This is a pity, a shame, a crime, a pity. Good thing it was not us. Yes, yes, we are lucky indeed. A secret new weapon? Such rumors have come our way before. Yes, yes, one of our acolytes overheard Zoga speaking of just such a thing. You should seek him out. Yes, yes, you must speak to Bago, but I warn you, he is an odd one. Curious, eccentric, odd. I know that. I've spoken with him. I don't think there's a possible way I could have ranked up without speaking to Bago at some point. Hey, buddy. Bago has been awaiting you. Expecting, anticipating, awaiting. Oh, hello. Anyway, Zoga's furnace is firing, and you seek Bago's aid? Yes, yes, you do. Zoga's furnace spits out bombs of prodigious power. Brilliant bombs. Breathtaking, beautiful, brilliant. And Bago is an old friend of Zoga. Yes, yes, old friends we are. But Bago will help you. Yes, yes, he will. Why? Because Bago enjoys nothing more than watching things go kaboom, kablam, kapow, kaboom! Ha ha ha! Ee ha ha ha! Bago knows the way to the 13th Order workshop, deep in the bowels of Ugomaro. Yes, yes, Bago knows of a hidden passage. Secret, secluded, hidden. The passage is guarded closely, guarded night and day. Yet Bago has friends in high places. Yes, yes, he does. Bago will gather his lovelies, his beauties, his dears, his lovelies. You will go ahead to Northern Iron Lake and seek out one Gazi. Yes, yes, you will. My lovelies, my beauties, my dears, my lovelies. It is time to come out and play. Yes, yes, the time for mayhem and madness is nigh. Ha ha! Ee ha ha! What a nice young man. Oh yeah, we have a... Did I read the... Hang on. Sorry, folks, just checking my sightseeing log list. No, we have not read Iron Lake. Let's do that, shall we? Nope. 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 No. You could also read Camp Overlook, we might as well. Manned by the... Oh, no, actually, hang on, I gotta do this first. Overheard at the inn. You'll want to keep a wide berth of brigands and beastmen both. There's a crumbling gate overrun by shrubbery. Makes for good cover and offers an unobstructed view of the road below. 2 birds, 1 stone. Manned by the meanest shite-kicking unit in the whole damn maelstrom, Camp Overlook serves as the base of operations for the Red Swallows, a privateer levy tasked with the surveillance of kobold activity in outer Lenosha along the slopes of Mount Ugomaro. The Ugomaro Mines. Let me just mark that one off real quick. There we go. The brilliant rainbow-colored hues that permeate the otherwise bistrate slopes of Ugomaro are a result of the endless flow of toxin slumgillion. Slumgion? What the fuck word is that? Streaming forth from the labyrinthine warrens that make up the Ugomaro mines. As more kobolds arrive on the surface each day, there is a scramble to construct new forges to accommodate them. The taxonomy of bombs being a void scent is kind of an interesting antidote because they were originally part of a monster family in 11 called Arcana, which specifically refers to being created, animated, or otherwise given life being specifically magic, similar to things like Golem or Mimics. You know, that makes sense, because I think in some cases, I want to say golems are also sometimes considered to be void scent. I might be misremembering that, but yeah. Shush! Last time someone worked Zoga from his beauty rest, he had the offender mine an entire ore vein with his fingernails. Yuns wouldn't want that to happen. Nuh-uh, nuh-uh. Bago told me to expect Yunses. Zoga's workshop is on the other side of this exhaust pipe. Yuns will go quickly and quietly, silently, soundlessly, quietly, that sort of thing, and tell no one that I's open the door. Yuns listening? Why does he talk like this? Oh, and this actually also puts us in a really good position to unlock Titan, too, so we'll just do that real quick. You know what I should do? I should go buy... Oh, I can't. God damn it. I hate this game. I should go buy, like, some of those Encyclopedia Eorzea things and just, like, have those on hand for fun trivia and lore. Bago has come, and his lovelies with him. Yes, yes, we have arrived. And yet, what is this? Bago hears Zoga's lackeys scurrying around. Bago's lovelies are trembling in fear, shivering, shaking, trembling. This will not do. No, no, it will not. You must see to Zago's men before we will have our fun. Yes, yes, you must. Okay. I love kill. Ing. Hello? Kobolds. I have come to take your candles. You guys care about that? Or am I thinking of a different kobold? It doesn't look like anybody showed up. Never mind. Interloper, trespasser, interloper, intruder. You will not leave this place. No, no, you will not. Die. Thanks. I did it. I kill. Are you ready, my lovelies? Yes, yes, you are. Take them and gently place them in the furnace. Sweetly, tenderly, gently. Then stand back quickly. Yes, yes, with haste. Okay. Smart bombs. Intelligent explosives designed by Bago to safely destroy objects from a distance. Alright, well, here we go. We are not standing back. Ah, nothing like the smell of a burnt-out furnace in the morning. Or was it the evening? Does it even matter? No, no, it does not. Bago cannot be bare to be parted from his lovelies any longer. His heart weeps, cries, sobs, weeps. Yes, yes, we must leave as we came. Damn, did you guys hear that? It exploded in the background. I think. That was probably the sound of it exploding. Let's not look back there to make sure it hasn't. This is the way to the surface. Bago will return to his lovelies. Yes, yes, he will. Man, this was going to be so perfect if I could just get the fucking ether right there, but no, they just had to lock that area off. Also, I'm not reading this fate primarily because it is related to a kobold quest, a beast tribe quest, and I'll read it later. I'll read this one, though. I only have 36 seconds to do so, but making the round, sparing no effort to see every last speck of wealth in the mines funneled directly into his personal coffers, the covetous Zoga has sent a savage henchman, the 59th Order roundsman Giga, to claim a new tunnel in his name. In lieu of delivering a lecture on the merits of proper wealth distribution, cut the blackguard down where he stands. I think this one is also probably kobold related, but I couldn't remember, so. Where the fuck are we? Outer Lenosha? Damn it, we did fail the fate. That's unfortunate. SMH my head. Boy, this sure would suck to navigate if I couldn't fly. And here's the aetheryte. Sure, whatever, I don't care. Alright, and we'll get that as soon as we're done turning in the Kobold quest, and then we will finish the Sahagin quest, and then I'll probably end for the day. Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist. Do you guys like my joke? Anyway, 59th Order Berisman Bigo is a skilled alchemist known for his experimentation on kobolds. His research has led to vast improvements in kobold metallurgical techniques, which in time will lead to better kobold weapons, which ultimately will lead to more Maelstrom casualties. Locate the Holy Man and cease his advancements. Damn, I wonder if Full Metal Alchemist has any relation to other Square Enix properties. Nah, couldn't be. I love the chocobo flying animation. They look so desperate to stay aloft. Hello! I did it! Everything went great. Are my ears to be believed, adventurer? Zogar's furnace sputters, fizzles, smoke sputters. This is your and Bago's doing? Yes, it is. Brilliant work, Ruja. With the source of their ammunition knocked out of commission, I reckon the 13th Order won't be coming back to wreak havoc on Camp Overlook anytime soon. We've only begun to fight. I will not rest until Zogar and his lick spittles have been driven from Ogomor entirely. Who's with me? Gigu, have you gone mad? Balmy, mad. Oh, it's a female kobold. You can tell because she's white. Bibi, what a lovely surprise. A pleasure, a delight, a surprise. Who's this now? Oh, my beloved Bibi. How I have longed, yearned, pined long to look upon your delicate whiskers, your dainty paws. Gigu, you and your friends sabotage Zogar's prized furnace, yes? You cannot fool me. No, I can see it in your eyes. Aye, the girl's a sharp one. Zogar is on a rampage, a fury, a frenzy, a rampage. He says he'll find the culprit and toss him into a vat of acid. He will kill you, Zogar. Yes, he will. But I'm too young to die. Yes, I am. Then you must abandon this madness and flee this place. Run, take flight, flee. Yes, I think I will. It was nice knowing you all. Goodbye, good luck, farewell. Are you out of your bloody mind? You've come this far and you're just going to leave your comrades behind? Take one cowardly step and I'll skewer you where you stand. Yes, of course, I will stand to do battle. Clash, brawl, battle! You have not changed one bit, Gigu. No, you are as weak as wishy-washy as ever. Can you not make up your own mind? You are right, Bibi. Yes, you are. I will fight, and then run. No, run, and then fight? I've seen enough of this. Yes, I am through with you. Do what you want, and do it alone. Abandoned. Unaccompanied. Alone. Wait, Bibi! You must not go! Oh dear, I'm in trouble now. Whatever. Loser. Some of us don't have girlfriends. Me, I'm talking about me. Anyway, let's go kill Titan. The Naval Hard. From deep within their minds, the kobolds have watched and waited for another opportunity to summon their great papa to wreak havoc and destruction on Limsa Lominsa. With the destruction of the Ultima weapon, the final obstacle to their plans was removed, allowing the Beastmen to summon their god without fear of Imperial reprisal. Once more, it falls to you to ensure that the Lord of Crags never sees the light of day. And then we're going to head off to deal with the Sahagin. I'm surprised that Garuda was the one to pop instantly and not this one, for reasons we'll see in like 3 years. Oh, jeez. Look, you can see Pharaoh Cirrus from all the way over. No, that's not Pharaoh Cirrus, is it? It's on a mountain. Yeah, it's a different tower that's been fucking obliterated with corrupted crystals. Unfortunate. Or maybe it is. Actually, it probably is. Because I think I was just... Because that's Eastern Fanland over... Or outer... Or... No. Upper. Whatever. This is so confusing. We'll be dealing with Pharaoh Cirrus eventually. Probably next stream. Unless I forget anything else, which I won't. I promise. Hey guys, I'm back. Hey Fish Dad. Never mind, just kidding. Hey, it's me, Go! Ah, a nice short intro. Thank you, Titan. Sons of man, murderers of my children, blah, 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 blah. Landslide. Remember, kids, you can get revived in this one now. I'm gonna grind thee beneath my heel, mortal. Oh, he's gone again. I'm gonna grind thee beneath my heel, again! Alright, that's the last time he'll do that. So thank goodness. Oh, bomb boulders. Oh, he do kind of be landsliding though. Hopefully nobody got hit by that. Oh, okay. Oh, are we Oh, okay, God, he's doing it again. I shall grind thee beneath my heel, Moto. Sorry, that wasn't very good. I'm sorry. Actually, no the fuck I'm not. A granite gowl. Titan, what are you all right there, buddy? I'm getting there. Thanks. You're the real master of ooh speak, so. To the west, I grapple with thee. Oh, I'm gonna get punched. We did it. What a great song. I sure hope nobody remixes it and turns it into a really bad, like, trap remix with other really bad trap remixes. Another weapon for a class that we can't use. Great. I love things. Anyway, we did it. That is all of the hard mode primals done. Let's finish this up. The Scarlet Bloodletter. Nav needs a rock to sink the bloodthirsty ambitions of the Coral Tridents. Psh, the tide brings... I forgot I wasn't going to do the fucking spitting noises. It seems the Coral Tridents and their finless pets, the Serpent Reavers, are even now swarming another vessel off the coast of western Lenosha. But there's still time. We must not let them sink this ship as they did the last one. Should the Tridents continue to agitate the waters with such abandon, the Shorewalker Elders will surely bring their armies against us. Shorewalker... Ruja, is it? I need you to become the rock I spoke of when we first met. Board the trading vessel known as the Swallow, and as soon as you are able, blunt the thrusts of my foolhardy kin. We Sahagin are comfortable with swimming long distances, but you have not the required physiology. You must speak with my son, Pa. The Elbesty breeds are trained to carry those wounded in deep water skirmishes, but they will just as easily carry an uninjured warrior into battle. Your sea beast steed awaits you. Oh boy. Child, give me your lizard! The Clutchfather has told me of your need. The Elbest is the largest and swiftest creature in my stable, and should have no difficulty bearing you across the waves. Be sure you are prepared for heavy combat, Shorewalker. The Coral Tridents often bring their own sea beasts into battle, ill-trained and foul-tempered brutes all. And I speak not of the Serpent Reavers, though the description may be apt. Are you ready to ride my Elbest to the Swallow, finless one? Yeah. Get me out there. And yes, I have to watch this cutscene every single fucking time I use this for some reason. Yep. Oh, hey man, how you doing? Please, take whatever you want. Just let me keep my insides on the inside. Huh? You don't work for those marrow-sucking fishbacks. You're here to rescue me and my crew? Well then, I won't question how you reached us in the middle of the ocean without a vessel of your own. This proud lady is the Swallow, and I'm her slightly less than proud captain. We were, in fact, the ignoble process of abandoning ship. It'd be funny if Rouge had drowned in water like Sonic Boom Water. She probably does. Like, realistically speaking. Like, game-wise, she can't because I have to swim to get places, but, like, if she did touch water, she would just evaporate. If you truly wish to save our skins, I'd be much obliged if you were to stall the enemies on deck while my men continued to prepare the lifeboats. Stall them how, you asked? Try spilling some of their black blood and see if that helps. Also, we are not in the middle of the sea. We're, like, slightly off to the left of the middle of the sea. Or maybe the right. I'll be supervising things from my vantage point here. The deck is swarming with Sahagin and their cronies. Pick a victim and set to, madam. I could pick a victim. Also, in case you are curious, I could not have actually flown out here, because you see this little border around the map? That means I can't fly out there. Imagine Ruja going underwater, and then the Sonic running out of oxygen music starts playing. Well, the secret is that that music is always playing in Ruja's head, like, at all times. It just gets louder when she's underwater. The sound of anxiety, exactly. Scientifically proven to give even the strongest soldiers the greatest of anxieties. Oh, I did it. I killed all of them. By the Navigator's nightshirt! You certainly are a force of nature. I was so focused on your deadly dance that I scarce noticed the lifeboats were in the water. As much as it pains my heart to lose my dear Swallow, losing my innards would be more painful. Come, my brave lass. I can hear the tavern in Aleport calling our names. Neat. We did it. Damn, he got off to the fucking tavern real fast, huh? Hey, buddy. Thank you for your aid, my stalwart friend. If you hadn't inexplicably arrived Malms from the coast without a sail in sight, I fear my crew would now be taking our final rest in the ocean bed, alongside the broken hull of my sweet Swallow. I have but recently been fitted the ship with lifeboats, and I'm full glad I did. 'Twas the sinking of that trading ship not long past that prompted me to take such precautions. Awful business, that. Tell me, how is an honest man meant to make a living when the trade routes are thus preyed upon? How can mere merchants be expected to fight through a sea of slavering fishbacks? The ones that attacked us were so bold as to introduce themselves before clambering over our rails. The coral tridents, they said they were, and praised their leader as some sort of manner of red-hued sea devil. A red-hued sea devil? Oh, hello, Lalafell, who's just here. Ururu Kogururu. Ah, pray forgive my outburst. Storm Lieutenant, I'm not reading that name a second time at your service. Captain, and this is of vital importance, do you recall exactly which red hue the Sahagin used to describe their leader? It wouldn't happen to have been scarlet, like Pokemon Scarlet, would it? Well, now that you mention, I'm fairly certain it was actually violet. If it were crimson or carmine, I'm sure I would have remembered. A merchant captain must keep abreast of such details, you understand. 12 above! The demon rises from the depths once more! Is something terribly amiss, Lieutenant? Some 15 years ago, there was one Sahagin pirate of such cruelty, such depravity, that he plunged the entire region of western Lenosha into gibbering terror. The hands of the stoutest sailor would shake at the mere hint of his shadow on the waves. Truly, he was a monster that froze the hearts of men. Even the Knights of the Barracuda were powerless to halt this villain's rampage. So much delight did he take in the act of slaughter that the white coral necklace he wore was stained perpetually red with blood. Thus was the beastman whispered in the tavern room of tales as the Violet Sea Devil. 'Tis been so long since the name's been uttered, I'd thought him perished of old age, but it appears the horrors live on. These are dark days, my friends. I must return to Camp Skull Valley and report this development to Commander Falk Breda at once. Well, the Sea Devil fall sounds awfully unpleasant, doesn't he? Perhaps losing my ship was not the most terrible fortune after all. Ah, I managed to save some things from the hold before we fled. I would be honored if you were to accept a small token of my gratitude. It is not, alas, a sack bulging with coin. You will, however, find no finer friend than these oranges for fending off illnesses on long sea voyages. I had carved out a life for myself as an open sea trader. I believe it is time I took up a less perilous occupation. Pig farming, mayhap? Well, let's get these oranges back to Nav. Also, that mention of a red necklace sounds familiar. Hi. Ruja, you have returned. My spawnlings have heard rumors from the Coral Trident camp that the crew of the Swallow escaped with the aid of an Elbus-riding shorewalker. Haha, well done. Though the ship was taken, the lives you saved will spare us much enmity. What is it you have there? Juicy Lenosian oranges, actually. A hempen sack filled with juicy Lenosian oranges. You haven't had an orange before? It's like the best color. Orange fam for life. Ah, I have seen the likes of these before. Fruit, yes, picked from your land-grown trees. Look at the baby Sahagin that look exactly like Sahagin, but just smaller. Clutchfather, what are those? They smell strange. Oranges? Do they taste as good as sea cucumbers? They are a gift from our shorewalker friend. Be sure to thank her and share them evenly among your clutchmates. Thank you, shorewalker. Still so innocent, and I cannot shelter them from the world's harsh truths forever. What of you, Ruja? Have you any offspring? No. I imagine of your warrior of your stature would have much to impart to your hatchlings. Ah, but you shorewalkers do not lay eggs, correct? Well, actually, little known fact, Vieira actually do lay eggs. That's a lie. There is much I am unfamiliar with concerning your kind, but there is also much of our people that you likely find mysterious. For example, why have the Coral Tridents suddenly come to prominence? Those who succeed in battle are vaunted amongst their kin, and with strategic use of the Serpent Reavers, the Tridents have achieved a growing number of victories. Orange is mediocre, oranges are a bit better. Hey, fuck you. Orange is great. Now you tell me they boast of a new leader. You are certain of the name. Yep, the Violet Sea Devil. This does not bode well for our plans at all. Did not expect the Violet Sea Devil to return. Well, I'm sure we'll learn more about that later. Anyway... Rank up! We did it. We guild softly. Alright. Let's see. We're at 2 hours now. That's honestly about as long as I wanted to go for today. I don't have a whole lot of other ambition to do here. Let's see. What's something fun we could do? Just for the heck of it, you know? Let's... You know what? No, I'd really prefer to... I'll run another random Transformers fact, you say. Well, if you insist. Kill God? We did that 3 times already, Blue. God. Anyway. Oh yeah, this is a really interesting one. A curly straw is canonically responsible for starting the Transformers Civil War. There you go. There's your random Transformers fact. Let's see. Yeah, I think we probably will just end it here for today. My other ideas are we could go unlock one of the other like canon jobs for Ruja that we were gonna level, which is namely the jobs for Rogue or Gladiator. But I think I would a little bit rather that we keep those to a single stream if we can. Let's see. You know what? Would people be interested in just going through the Bard story here? Because we could do that. I could just knock out the Bard story here and now. Do it? Okay, sure, why not? I'm gonna quickly, before we go do that, I'm gonna run in, fill up my water bottle real quick, but then I will, we can head on over to Gridania, and actually, you know, let's just return there now. I'll just get us there, and then I will go fill up my water bottle real quick. This will mean I have another class that I can do MSQ roulette with. Also, fuck it, I'm just going to teleport to Quarry Mill, whatever. Why did I bother using return if I was just going to teleport to Quarry Mill anyway? Because it uses less money. I'm being frugal, because we're going to need money. A lot of it, for stuff. Okay, I will be right back. Back again. For more reading. This time featuring Brad. Let's talk to you, good old Jehantel once more. The Archer's Anthem. Jehantel wishes to teach you how to learn a new song. Ah, that glint of determination in your eyes is a testament to your newfound strength. You put me in mind of my salad days, Ruja. What? The fuck does that mean? You would know why I truly abandoned the battlefield and became a bard? That I took an arrow to the knee is what most folk believe, but it is quite clear that you are not most folk. Very well, I shan't insult your intelligence with an untruth. For now, allow me to answer by saying that everything in creation is given to change, and a man most all. I was drawn to the power of the song, the power to touch the very souls of men, and decided that I must pursue it. Sadly, that power has all but been forgotten in this age of cynicism. Such songs as performed by tavern bards serve no purpose beyond the amusement of drunkards. But that was not always the way of it. There was a time when song could shape the outcome of a conflict. Ever since nations first quarreled, armies have fielded archers wherewith they rained death upon the enemy from afar. As the battle unfolded, however, the distinction between the lines of friend and foe would grow hazy, yet the archer's part did not end there. He had to stay ever alert, with arrow nocked and eyes trained upon the struggle. Even as his comrades fell, turning the earth red with their blood, the archer could ill afford to avert his gaze, lest that moment cost another his life. One need not have vivid imagination to appreciate the torrent of emotions that raged within him in that moment. Nerves near to fraying, his breast fit to burst, the archer did the only thing he could. He sang. His bow became a makeshift instrument, and plucked as an accompaniment. At first, the archer sang only to still the roiling within, but his voice changed to carry his comrades. It inspirited those engaged in combat, lending strength to their sword arms. And to those who lay upon the precipice of death, it granted a measure of peace. Realizing the tactical potential of song, yet loath to set aside skilled archers for that purpose, armies began raising dedicated regiments of minstrels. But the members of such units were no warriors, Ruja. Fair of voice and nimble of finger, these career minstrels could find a place in the hall of any lord. Yet they do not the burden borne by those who charge into battle, whose lot it is to dance with death and sup on pain. And so their songs rang hollow, holding no power over the hearts of men. In eastern Lenosha, spirits are said to haunt the trees of Raincatcher Gully. I would ask you to travel there and await the emergence of these specters. Through force of arm you are to release the spirits from their tormented existence, and in doing, ease their unfathomable suffering. With such a deed might you draw forth an ancient melody from the soul of the bard. Neat. Also, we might as well ask this, because I don't think I got the chance to before. Greetings, have you an interest in the poetry and song of the bard? Who are you? I am but a simple minstrel, though once I served with the god's quiver, my days are now measured by stanza and verse. It has been long since I last set foot within the Twelveswood, yet I could no longer ignore fate's insistent pull. And so I shall abide here for a time, until certain matters are laid to rest. What does a bard do? When folks think of a bard, they conjure images of a minstrel wandering the realm, performing at banquets and in alehouses for pleasure of king and commoner alike. But the bard I would speak of is one born from a battle-hardened archer, one who sings her songs in the heat of combat to inspire her comrades to ever greater feats of martial prowess. As the battle unfolds, the distinction between the lines of friend and foe grows hazy, yet the archer must stay ever alert, with arrow nocked and eyes trained upon the struggle. This is the same line we've read before. And the raw melody resides the power to stir the souls of men. That, my friend, is the true definition of a bard, and one that few now remember. Cool. Off we go to Raincatcher Gully. Okay, we gotta go up here on a cliff. Normal ghost hunting place. Those sure do be some wandering souls. Hey guys, I will put you to rest with my poisons. Alright guys, I hope that helped. Die. Cool. Back to Quarry Mill again. I'm back again. Welcome back, Ruja. In your eyes, I see a layer of understanding, of regret, and of futility. And in your heart, it now echoes with the strains of an old song, newly discovered. Embrace this song, and as you play it in battle, shall ever a more powerful emotion beset and temper your soul. When your stock of tales has grown, pray return and regale me with stories of your adventures. You've learned the Wanderer's Payoff. You hear a faint voice carried on the winds of time. Bard's Eye View. Jahantel would help you learn yet another melody of the Bard. 'Tis good to see you return, Ruja, and more seasoned still for your time in the world. Call me a spoony bard, Final Fantasy reference! But as a man in the winter of his years, it gives me great joy to observe an adventure in the spring of hers. This is an odd time for recollection, but it was a spring day when a bard first came to my hometown. Oh, shit, 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. He played the most sorrowful chords, even as his words tantalized the ear like the breath of one's first love. Many a maiden's heart was stolen during his visit, and doubtless more besides. Ruja, would you believe that common bards too were born of archers? This may seem far-fetched upon first hearing, but isn't so far a stretch. Ask yourself this. What becomes of soldiers when conflict gives way to peacetime? Some have lives they might return to, aye, but most must needs take up a new trade to make ends meet. Well, it so happens that many who had once bent the bow took to strumming the harp. They wandered the realm, singing passionately and earnestly of the war as seen through their own eyes, of sweet victories and bitter defeats, of sacrifice and cowardice. Their songs so captured the imagination of the people nary a day passed that a bard was not called to perform, be it in a humble tavern or some great lord's hall. Alas, their popularity proved their downfall. Intoxicated by the attentions of the masses, the bards took to embellishing their songs in a bid to outdo one another. And over time, each song was shorn of verity, till the bard's repertoire contained not one shred of truth. By now you will know that such songs have no purchase upon men's hearts. Certainly, a bawdy tune may set off fits of laughter in a sailor, and a sorrowful ballad summon tears from the eyes of a soft-hearted maiden. Yet these are but pale shadows of what songs can achieve. For a blessing, this decline did not escape the notice of the Mughals. As great patrons of the arts, they feared the true power of the song might be lost to mankind. So it was that they labored to gather and safeguard those crystals known as souls of the bard, that they might be bestowed upon worthy men and women. Now, I know as well as you, I know you relish listening to my sermons. I dare say it's past time we moved on to the practical side of the lesson. I know I have mentioned this previously, but are you perchance familiar with the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool? Nay? Well, that won't do at all. We must remedy this post-haste. The song recounts the massacre of Griffin Crossing, a battle that took place decades past, wherein countless Girdanian lives came to a premature end. Ah, but do forgive me, I seem to have mistaken the proper order of things. Before I begin, I must be convinced that the point of the tale will not be lost upon you. Elsewise, I will have wasted my breath in the telling of it. Now, heed well these instructions. You must make your way to Welwick Wood, where resides a mated pair of aldgoats that have but recently lost a kid. The pair have been driven mad with grief, and only death will put an end to their uncontrolled rampages. Linger in their territory until you encounter the beasts, then let fly your arrows of mercy. As you liberate them from their sorrow, so too will your soul resonate with the echoes of my poignant melody. Alright. Ah, man. I will say, there's a lot of really interesting stuff packed into the A Realm Reborn job quests. Certainly more than, like, some other expansion job quests that I won't name, Heavensward. But unfortunately, I will say that most of the interesting stuff is just in text like that. And I think that's one of the reasons why A Realm Reborn has such a bad rap, is because so much of what it is text, is reading. And it isn't accompanied by flashy cutscenes or animations or, like, you know, stuff like that. So when you're presented with this wall of text, you're just like, oh god, I just want to click through all of this, but you shouldn't. You shan't. Not while I'm here. You're gonna read every fucking bit of it. Hey guys, you won't mind if I just hang out here and kill some goats, would you? Nice and easy. I'm glad that was in Welwick Wood. That's always a nice place to get to when you're in South Shroud. The good news about, well, actually, I'll have to see. When I eventually figure out who's going to be my guest for the Canon Jobs episode, I'll have to ask and see if my guest would prefer to see the Paladin story or the Ninja story first. Because the Ninja story is infinitely better. But, you know. Welcome back, Ruja. I can almost hear the cries of mourning that have seared themselves into your soul. That you remain unbowed by such anguish is a testament to your spirit's fortitude. Yet even as your heart swells to contain these new experiences, you must not neglect your skills with the bow. A resilient heart must needs have a robust body in which to beat. Once you have trained in both to equal strength, then I shall perform to you the ballad of the vainglorious fool. In the meantime, have this other song. What's that? You want a third song, so your rotation makes the most sense? Fuck you. Wait until level 52, asshole. Jehentel assents to sing for you the ballad of the vainglorious fool. We'll also get some of our armor pieces here. Exciting. Welcome back, Ruja. By your tranquil countenance, it is plain that both your body and soul are in readiness for the next stage of your journey. Very well, the time is ripe that I teach you the ballad of the vainglorious fool. The song tells the tale of an archer of the god's quiver, whose peerless skill was surpassed only by his hubris. Alas, that hubris led to the annihilation of his entire regiment at the battle, which has been come to be known as the Massacre of Griffin's Crossing. I'm not actually going to sing this, by the way. Standing guard in the dead of night, an archer wearying of the sight, drunk on pride and starved of glory, forsook his post to claim victory. 10 score yalms had the archer crept, when shrieks rang out from whence his comrades slept, for he was not there to see the knives, nor to ring the bell and save friends' lives. Damn, that sucks, bro. Tell me, Ruja, what lessons can be learned from this tale? Ah, but hold that thought. What your tongue claims to understand interests me not. As before, I'd sooner have you demonstrate the fruits of your learning with bow in hand. This time, however, you shall have the pleasure of my company. I would have you escort me to the Gelmoro ruins in North Shroud. It is there that some few fallen from the massacre of Griffin Crossing have been laid to rest. Pray honor this place of remembrance with a bouquet of lilies. Hear me, O puissant Elphic. Cast thee back to the reins of the firmament that we might gaze upon the battles of yore. I hate that word. Puissant. Alright, see you there, Jen Hentel. I'm teleporting. Here I go. Alright, let's begin. Oh, hey man, when did you get here? The enemy van? No, I cannot. You know, I get the distinct impression that maybe the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool was about this guy. Why? Why do I still draw breath? Me when I'm an Ixal and also am going to kill somebody, I guess. I'm here to help. That a sin of the past would beget another. Forgive me, Ruja. I'm leaving. Good luck. Stupid. Time to run around in circles. Hey, no healing. Cut that shit out. Got him. Easy. Hey, there's the red star from Bionicle. As you have doubtless noticed, I am no longer capable of wielding a bow. I, whom they call the God's Bow. I had hoped that the years would take the edge off the memories, but I hoped in vain. Absolution does not come so easily. Heed me well, Ruja, for I shall reveal all to you. The man sung of in the Ballad of the Vainglorious Fool, whose hubris doomed an entire regiment, he and I are one and the same. Being no stranger to the bow, you will know that the archer's role in battle is that of support. His charge to thin out the enemy line, that his comrades might gain ground in the field of battle. By that most basic of criteria, I was unfit to hold a bow from the first. That's like 4 guys. It's not 5 guys, maybe. It's not all that bad. Oh, look, they're getting up. See, they're fine. I don't know what you were so worried about, man. They're good. See, they're pointing at you. My pride and lust for glory, I sent countless souls to a bloody grave. 5 of them, actually, not countless. Good men and women all, with loved ones and bright futures awaiting them. I lost the will to live that day, becoming an empty husk of a man, tormented in sleep and wakefulness both by the memories of my crime. But the gods were not without mercy. They gifted me with song, that I might find a measure of solace in my wretched existence. Oh, hey, my rock is glowing again. A new melody resounds within you, I see. Though this outing was rather far departed from what I had in mind, that it still bore fruit gives me comfort. On that note, let us conclude the lesson. I dare say I have no cause to worry that you will repeat the self-same mistake as the vainglorious fool. Ruja, I would be alone for a while. Take yourself back to camp. I shall make my own way there presently. Hooray! Alright, let's get back to camp. And again, like I said, that's a good story. And that's, like, the shots of like, the dead guys and, like, him being, like, haunted by them and stuff. It's a good-ass shot. But, it's A Realm Reborn, so it gets passed over a lot. I also think job quests are kind of a bad place to have story, unfortunately, as interesting as it is, just because, like, you only have 5 quests to do an entire arc, and in the Realm Reborn ones, usually the first 2 or so are, like, setup. Or like, not even set up for it, but they're just like, hey, this is what the job is like, this is what you do in it. This is how you cast spells. This is how you jump. Glad to see you safely returned. Though I rasp my voice hoarse through the saying of it, I cannot tell you enough times how much I regret dragging you into such danger. And yet there is more I have to ask of you. If you would do me the kindness of lending your gigantic ear, then pray speak now. Give me my bard armor. Pieces of the past. Jehantael has a request for you. You will listen to my request, though you know me for the vainglorious fool I am. I am humbled. The boon I ask of you is simple. I would have you sing for me. Okay. Unfortunately, Rouge's canon voice is too impossible for people to hear, so we'll just skip over it in editing. A heartfelt performance, masterfully delivered. You've come far in such a short time, my young apprentice. Hearing your song this day, I am convinced that you are well on your way to surpassing me, as bard and archer both. Soon there will be naught left for me to impart to you. Ruja, you have proven yourself worthy of the consecrated garments worn by the true bards of old to honor the keeper. I speak of the choral attire. The attire was entrusted to me when Pukno and Poki and I first met, deep within the Twelveswood. The Moogle and I had traded scarce more than a handful of words when he proffered to me the attire, along with the soul of the bard. At that time I knew not the true power of song, so declined the gifts. But Pukno Poki would not be denied. For all his good humor, the Moogle can be as unmoving as a rock. The attire chooses the wearer, and not the other way around, he insisted, and I found myself yielding to his will. In mastering the verses of war, I won a claim beyond my wildest dreams upon the field of battle, and for a time I was well pleased. Alas, my lust for glory knew no bounds, the consequence of which you are already aware. It was in the wake of the massacre of Griffin Crossing. It's so hard for me to say for some reason. Stricken with guilt, I wanted not more than the earth to open up and swallow me whole. I had lost the will to live, but I was too craven to end it myself. And so I took to wandering aimlessly in the search of a place to die, far away from the judging eyes of men. Disillusioned with the power of song, I committed an act of folly. I scattered the choral attire across the realm. If truly the attire chooses the wearer, I challenged, then let it find its way back to me. Determined that I would not be proven wrong, I went to great pains to assure thee that the attire would never see the light of day, and the pieces now rest in places of peril. Being the proud fool that I was, it never crossed my mind that mayhap another was meant to don it. I would entrust the coral attire to you, Ruja, but as you can see, you must needs brave the dangers to claim it. I shall mark its whereabouts on your map, but I can afford you no further aid beyond that. I am deeply sorry that my folly of years past has entailed this burden upon you, but Althik works in mysterious ways. In his wisdom, it may be that he has sent this trial to test your spirit. I mean not for my sentiments to encumber you, but I am convinced that you are the one chosen by this coral attire. But pray, do not take that as a license for complacency. Trials wouldn't be called such if they had failed to tax one's ability. Stay ever on your toes, Ruja. I would have you return whole of body and bearing the 4 parts of my surrendered raiment. Sure. Oh, singing again. Hear me! This is the same fucking line. I'm not reading it again. Fuck you. Die. Okay, where are we going? Halfstone, Earth's Gift, Raubon's Push. How did you get it up there? Also, where is this? Jesus Christ, brother. How did he get it in Raubon's Push? The place that's swarming with Imperials? How did he do that? Whatever. Let's get to Earth's Gift, get this. And then go to, I guess, Halfstone. Or no, East Shroud, and then Halfstone, and then Raubon's. Gloves. He's giving me less defense than the armor I was wearing before, but whatever. I'm sure we'll be fine. Alright. Looks like there's another fate here. Wait, no, Breaking Dawn. I've already read that one. Convenient. He really did put it in the craziest shit, huh? Halfstone, let's see. Sadly, I've lost my stupid hat and glasses, but I've gained a different hat that you can't see. Now I get some really skinny tights that you also can't see because of my giant boots. Off to the cerulean processing plant, and then back to Quarry Mill. I so much enjoy these quests where you don't have to kill anything, you could just go there and pick up the thing and be done with it. Boom goes the ceruleum. Ceruleum is a highly flammable substance, and even the tiniest of sparks can cause an explosion. Which is why the ceruleum processing plant in Camp Blue Fog is especially wary of void-sent grenades straying too far near the storage and rendering tanks. It's probably a good idea. Alright. Well, we should be able to end this at just a little bit over 3 hours, which is not bad. Alright. Hey buddy, I'm back. So you have returned. Sound of body and mind, I trust? And you bear the 4 parts of the choral attire. I knew you were the true owner of these garments ere I heard your song. Since the day we met, your determination has reminded me much that I have lost, and would have again. I have at last settled my heart on a matter that has plagued me for some decades. When my preparations are complete, you shall know of my decision. Until then, may your song lift the spirits of your allies, and your arrows seek the hearts of your foes. And there's no explanation for why he doesn't give us the chest piece. Cool. Requiem for the Fallen. Jehantel wishes to bestow upon you the final garment of the choral attire. Though maybe now the reason is happening. You have done well, my young apprentice. In returning with the choral attire, you have reaffirmed my faith in you. I see no further to withhold from you the existence of the final piece in the set, the piece that has brought us together. Listen well, Ruja. When I put down my bow, I vowed never again to set foot in the Twelveswood. That I now forsake that oath is for no other reason than to impart my knowledge to the one who would succeed me. Lest you wonder why I should deem that so important, permit me to relate to you an event which brought about a great change in me. My most recent journey had taken me to Ul'dah, where I found myself ambling through the marketplace early one morn. Browsing the wares on display, mine eyes were met with a relic from my past, a piece from the choral attire that I had discarded decades before, countless malms away. I felt at once that it was not mere chance that I had reunited me with it, and put forth the coin with nary a pause. Holding the garment in hand, I resolved to find a worthy heir to my legacy. Alas, no sooner had I arrived in the Twelveswood than I found myself mobbed by archers seeking to hone their skills. Among those who came, not a one showed the least interest in poetry and verse. Sorely discouraged and regretting my decision, I made to strike camp and leave the Twelveswood once more, never to return. It was then that you appeared, young one. When you expressed your desire to learn song, I could scarce contain my joy. Looking back, I am fully convinced that our meeting had been preordained. Your coming has instilled with me a courage to attend a matter of which I spoke earlier. I am ready to make a pilgrimage to the scene of my regiment's demise. Ever since that fateful day, I have been haunted by visions of my fallen comrades, torment graven upon their bloodied faces. Lost to hope, but too craven to end my own life, I wandered the land aimlessly, seeking a place to die, but the heavens denied me even that. Yet, just when it seemed that despair would draw me wholly into its black abyss, never to emerge again, a melody resounded within me. It was then that I awakened to the power of song and found new purpose in life. I embarked upon a journey to master such verses as would bestow peace upon the fallen, that I might lay the tortured souls of my comrades to rest. It has taken long years, but I believe now I can offer a requiem worthy of my comrades. To do so, however, I require one last favor of you, Ruja. I would have you escort me west of the Observatorium in Korthus Central Highlands. It is there that we shall find the scene of my regiment's demise. Your presence kindled within me a courage I had thought lost. I would have none other by my side as I undertake this pilgrimage, now as I enter the most daunting stage of my life. Once you arrive, I ask that you pay your respects with another bouquet of Nymea lilies. When my requiem is sung, you shall have the final piece of the choral attire. Hear me, blah blah blah, thee the dance of stars, thwart the night sky that we might ease the suffering of souls long departed. Hooray! man, now I gotta go to court. This sucks. Okay. Last bit's down there. Cool. Also, might as well read these. Nymea lilies. Bouquets such as these are often used as offerings to the dead. And here we go. The last challenge of Brad. Oh, more of them, huh? Hey guys, where did you come from? We are surrounded, and our foes seem disinclined to listen to parley. You must survive this, Ruja. My soul is overburdened with the deaths of too many dear companions. Wah. I will say, as much as I do think this storyline is a good one, I think that, unfortunately, this final confrontation kind of sucks as, like, a climax to this story. My bow, I cannot. Does cruel fate seek to stain my hands once more? Perhaps. I shall aid you as best I can. Ruja, to my side! No more lives will be lost to my folly. May my songs envelop and protect you. Stop healing. You know what, I'm just gonna focus target this guy down. Die. Ruja, you must not fall. Hear my song and be invigorated. Oh, cool, I got him. Oh look, there's a hunt target among these guys. Awesome! Never mind, this quest is great, actually. No in spirit. Die. And he's back to being old. We did it. Ruja, without you I would not be standing here this day. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Forgive me, my friends. I have kept you waiting over long. Ah! He did it! He shot an arrow. The Keeper be praised. I can wield the bow once more. It was you, young one, who helped me remember how. I had known this for some time, but your presence is as a salve to my wounds of my soul. Your coming has delivered me from the nightmares of my past. My worthy successor, to you I entrust the final piece of the choral attire. Don it and go forth and fill the hearts of men with courage and purpose. Porpoise, like the dolphin. Though the seasons may turn, bending a man's back and dimming his eye, so long as there is life, there is reason to hope. Thank you, Ruja, for showing me the truth of this. But the blood of my comrades upon my hands, to simply draw breath racked me with such guilt as I could not bear. But the time for mourning is past. I shall take up the bow once more, and lend what aid I can to the gods' quiver. In fighting for those who yet live, I do my fallen comrades the greatest honor. Oh cool, I learned another new song. Yet another melody resounds within you, I see. Then there is not more I can impart to you. As equals, let us together give praise to life and all the joy it brings. Hear me, oh whatever, turn thee over the hourglass of time that we might exult in the glory of all creation. In thine exalted name we sing, that the living may savor life and the departed know true peace. Hooray! We did it! I keep saying that, but we really did it this time, for sure. Oh, and we get to turn the quest here. Pog! I thank you again, Ruja. You have blessed this old fool with the gentle touch of salvation. Eorzea awaits. Go forth now and inspire endless hope and courage with the beauty of your songs. May we one day meet again. Perhaps in a future expansion. You are now Brad. But not just any Brad. Maximum Brad. Hooray! Alright. Let's pop on all this new gear. My tits are out. That's no good. Is this a sanctuary? Can I change my stuff here? No. Awesome. Okay, well, in that case, I'm just going to go ahead and return to my inn room. Well, actually, I'm just going to go back to Gridania. Alright. Well, gamers and gamettes and game non-binaries, I am probably going to end it here for the day. There is one last thing I'd like to do, though. And to do that, I have to tell you all a story. So, recently I was thinking to myself, like, I'd like to come up with some cool glam, like, final A Realm Reborn glams for Ruja to have. And, I was kind of looking through various, like, endgame gear sets and stuff to see, like, what I thought would be cool. And, with the help of some friends, I have crafted them. You've already seen my final caster glam. I showed you when we unlocked, or finished Summoners. But now I would like to present to you the final aiming glam. Behold. I just think it's neat. Look at her. She looks almost competent in this outfit. And of course, I have more for the other two roles that we will be doing. But I will not reveal those, of course, until the time is right. But, hey, until then, I'm going to call it for the day. And let's go ahead and see if there's anybody interested in getting a raid. Let's see.